everyone. Welcome to our stream of Forgotten Waters, Kraken's Eye. I'm one of the people hosting, I guess you could say. So I'm Mandy Hutchinson, also known as the Board Gaming Pinup Girl, if you don't know me. And somewhere down here on the screen, we have the other part of Salt and Sass. Oh, hold on. They can't hear you. Hold on. I know, right? Give me one sec. I was like, wait a second. There are no lines showing that you are talking. So let us fix that. There we go. Because I changed some audio things. So there we go. Try now.
Aww.
There
Okay.
you go. They'll hear you now.
Okay, what a concept. Okay. I'm Suzanne Sheldon. I'm the other half of Salt and Sass with Mandy. It's so great to have you here. We are playing the brand new, so new expansion. It came out just yesterday for Forgotten Waters. It's going to be so much fun, and it's going to be extra super duper fun because we have some amazing guests with us today to go on our piratey adventure. I'll toss it over to Ruel first to say hi and introduce himself.
Hi, friends. I'm so pumped to be here because I enjoy pirate games, and especially when I can work with my friends together to complete missions and do all the good things here on the ship. Suzanne, I had a quick question for you. What did the ocean say to the pirate?
I don't know, Ruel. What did the ocean say to the pirate?
Nothing. It just waved.
Wah, 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 wah.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to say that to you, Suzanne. It's,
That was a good
Ruel,
one.
tell us a little bit about what you do over here on Twitch.
Besides making awful jokes, I am a board game live streamer, podcaster, and writer. You can find my work all over the interwebs. I'm live streaming a lot here on Twitch, on my Twitch channel. You can find me on Renegade Game Studios. I'm also a co-host with the amazing Becca Scott. We do a bi-weekly show called Good Looking Kickstarters, where we look at good-looking Kickstarters. So I'm so happy to be here. Thank you again for having me, Mandy and Suzanne. And I am going to throw it over to our friend Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm Joe Sondow. I'm on Twitter a lot. I have a lot of weird Twitter accounts about Star Trek and emojis and games and stuff. And I Twitch stream when I can. And I recently made an app called Blockosaurus that some news people wanted to talk about because of news issues that I won't get into now, but it helps people block people on Twitter, and I like that.
Yeah. Did you wear that outfit when you were on the news interview, Joe?
Yes, and I use this background. This is my everyday wear, which I
Perfect.
only wear around the house because I haven't left my house in a year, and this is what I've turned into. This has absolutely nothing to do with today's game. This is just who I am.
Be free. We welcome you for who you are.
And welcome to the chat. We have some people in there already. So I think Panda Angel or Banda is lurking but around. And Legends DM, thank you for joining us today.
We had an agenda, which I've now forgot.
That's okay. So we're going to jump in. But first, before we jump in, safety first, right? So let's maybe talk a little bit about that, Joe, before we jump into who's doing what. And
before we get into characters, now I will reveal my character first. I am the safety pirate. I'm Barnacle Berry, the safety pirate, annoying all other pirates with just how focused I am on everyone's safety. My motto is safety first, safety second. And while we're playing this game, which is a sort of board game, sort of role-playing game, I wanted to bring in the concept of safety tools at the table. Particularly the simplest one I can think of is the X card, which without using a card, we can just use our hands to X to signify that there's something happening in the story that we would like to say, no, we're not going to have that in the story. We don't need an explanation. You don't have to explain your trauma or lack of trauma. You don't have to have a reason. You could just be like, I just don't feel like octopus today. We're going to do something else. And we'll just say that something in the story, even read by the app, didn't happen in the story. Something else happened instead.
Sounds good. And then I will make sure that if you pun too much, that I will also throw the X. And I'll try not to abuse that liberty.
Yeah. We have to respect that punning too much is trauma.
it can be. And
Thank you for acknowledging.
Yeah.
Otto Pyro, I think that says, love the hats. So Joe and Ruel, the hats are a hit.
Excellent.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to shout out my wife Michelle. She knew I was coming on here, and she just whipped up this hat real quick because I don't have a pirate hat. So I don't know if y'all can tell this is a meeple here. It's a meeple pirate.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, shout out to Michelle.
It looks amazing.
Thank
We
you.
were talking about hats, and I was like, I have a pirate hat in the closet, and Ruel was like, I can make one out of newspaper. And I was like, well, mine's polyester, which is not authentic. Newspaper is what they really would have used. So I think that's a real hat.
Fair point.
True facts.
Yes.
So, folks, we are playing Forgotten Waters. This is a fabulous game published by Plaid Hat Games. It's cooperative, where we work as a crew on a pirate ship. The specific crew is actually very specific to the different scenarios. The game comes with at least 5 different scenarios, and as mentioned at the top, they just released a digital expansion pack with even more scenarios. We are playing that brand new one today, so I want to stay off. Spoiler alert. If you think you're going to play this will reveal a lot of the storyline. So spoiler on this stream, 100%. We hope that doesn't put you off. We hope that you stick around because it's a super fun game, but I wanted to toss that out there. So Forgotten Waters is a cooperative game. It has some RPG elements, and it has some teamwork in terms of we're going to be journeying, we're going to be trying to accomplish a mission, and we will go to different locations and take actions at those locations. And you'll see how that game flows as we get into it. Sometimes we're just going to be exploring a location. Sometimes we might get into a battle with another ship or against another crew. And all of that is fed by Plaid Hat's Crossroads game system that you might have seen with like Dead of Winter. This is very different. Like this feels very different than I think other implementations, but it is app in hand. So you can see Mandi has the app up on the screen where you can see the scenario set up, and that will give us narrative elements and give us some direction throughout. What Plaid Hat also did is that typically you're going to be around a table playing this, and it comes with like the scenario book, and you have tokens and cards and all those things to play the game with friends around the table. Because of, I don't know, everything, Plaid Hat's also released a phenomenal remote play app that enables a group of friends like us to play the game together even though we don't have the cards and things like that in front of us. You still need a copy of the game for the boat, and you'll see what Mandi does there, and the app, but we're really taking advantage of the wonderful offering that Plaid Hat does to enable remote play. And I've got to say, Mandi, you and I have played this multiple times together.
Indeed.
I've played this it works so well. It's super duper awesome.
And I'm just going to jump in quickly here. So Cosgrave writes, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. And Plumby Thimble, I want to justify getting this game. So this might do it for you, but I'm going to reiterate what Suzanne said. Spoilers. So this is a DLC. So if you have not played this, some of the story might be given away, so just bear that in mind while you're watching. So, I am the moderator.
We can jump in.
Yeah, I'm the moderator, so I'm not physically playing, but I'm here to support and get everything rolling. But everyone has the things they need on their end. So, you know what? Let us start. Should we do the scenario setup introduction first, or maybe we should do our pirate things first? What do you think, Suzanne?
Introductions first.
All right, let's do that, because I know it guides you and it may ask for it later, but we can just do it first. So, everybody has a sheet that has their type of pirate that they're going to be, and I think there's a little introduction for each pirate on there that they're going to read aloud and share with us all, and also tracking events throughout the game. So, who wants to go first? Who would like to tell me about their pirate self, matey?
First.
Okay, yeah. You want to go first, Suzanne?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Welcome, friends. I am Antagony Vainglorious, the debater pirate. I've earned my right to be the debater king, as I can actually the best of you. I shall read my backstory.
Here we go.
Which is created through a wonderful Mad Lib system. So I used a lot of like my friends and coworkers' names, which may not have any meaning to some of you all, but deeply meaningful to me. I was the smart one in my family, and they scraped together enough coin to send me to Farbury University so I could earn a degree in cryptozoology. but I refuse. It wasn't that I didn't want an education, but I'm a born contrarian, so I argued they were better off giving it to my sister Ashley, the empty-headed... Oh, not my sister, to Ashley, the empty-headed wench who worked down at the Groggy Gecko.
Wait a second.
Sadly, they did just that and told me to shove off.
Did you just...
Mandy is laughing because she knows why I picked Ashley.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
To do with myself, I decided to join my old friend Lindsay, who had just signed up with a pirate ship. Life aboard the ship was difficult at first, as following orders wasn't exactly my strong suit. But after a couple of stints in the brig, being lashed to the mast, and a most unpleasant keel hauling, I learned to hold my quarrelsome tongue. Indeed, I eventually became a well-respected member of the crew, and Lindsay and I left for better-paying jobs aboard a new ship. Controlling my thirst for debate ain't easy, and when I do get the chance to let it out, I tend to go a little too far. Lindsay says it's because I'm a natural ass, but I like to think somewhere in the world there's a job for someone good at arguing like I am.
Your character is going to be so excited when Twitter gets invented.
Oh, wow. The chat is very much
like I'm
enjoying
going
this
for it.
character, Suzanne. The chat is, and that's Otter, by the way, that's in there. Otter Pyro is on the floor laughing, so well done. Well done.
Excellent.
All right, Ruel, you are up next.
Thank you. Oh, that was brilliant. I've never heard of a debater pirate before that.
Yep,
So
that's a new one. I have to agree with you.
Mine's a little more traditional. I am an assassin pirate. My name is Duckface McGillicuddy. Shout out to our friends who are fans of I Love Lucy. The backstory of the assassin pirate Duckface McGillicuddy goes like this. My first kill was a man named Darby Gilweed, and he was easy enough. It only took me one of my fists of fury to the neck, and he fell like a ton of bricks, assuming bricks made wet, gurgling noises. The second was a woman, Alyssa Barnes. She gave a little more fight, but went down just the same. They start to blur together after that. By my count, 42 have lost their lives to me, most by my dagger, the Stab-O-Matic 3000, but many by my hands alone. No mission has ever been without its challenges, but this new mission, is going to require all the tools I have at my disposal. It's the first time I've been tasked with taking out a family, a unique assignment made all the more interesting by the family's reputation. The Rugen family are no ordinary brood. Many are well-known, high-ranking members of the Lavender Syndicate. They're a ruthlessly violent group of assassins like myself, used by criminals and royals alike to further their personal aims. It ain't going to be an easy assignment, but it'll pay well. And when's the last time I got to take out some actual bad guys for a change? And that is the story of Duckface McGillicuddy.
Nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, I'm a little scared. A little scared, everyone.
So I am... Am I muted?
No,
Nope,
you're good.
I
gotcha.
am Barnacleberry, the safety pirate. And I've not yet read this backstory, so we're all going to experience this together. All of these prompts were filled in by people on Twitter because I was too busy to use my imagination today.
That's fair.
As a child, I was left an orphan after me father and mother were tragically killed after eating an improperly prepared jellyfish. Years later, I found out the chef who made the dish had stored the ingredients in a pile of mule manure, resulting in my parents' demise. I killed the fool, then fled and took a new identity aboard a pirate ship. Life on the ocean is hard, but pirates don't make it no easier for themselves. They store their black powder haphazardly, they're always operating the ship while drunk on ginkgo wine, and they refuse to wear proper flotation vests while on deck. If it weren't for me, these salty fools would have sunk ages ago. If only I could get Antigone to wash those hands every few weeks, we might just have a shot at becoming the best pirate crew on the seas.
There's
No.
That's never gonna happen.
James-
Antagone's not gonna wash his hands just because you want him to, please.
James in the chat. Was it a jelly belly jellyfish?
Yes.
Okay.
yes,
I like that very
Gave
succinct
him
answer.
every flavor, jelly belly, jellyfish.
Fantastic. Okay, well, now that we have our crew ready to go, I think we're ready to hear the introduction. So, pirates, ready to go?
Yarr.
Arr, okay, here we go. So everybody, listen up.
Beauregard.
Oh.
The young man in... Since then, you've been sailing on the former Navy ship.
Oh, hold on. It didn't want to do a thing here. There we go. Restart. There we go.
Port Camembert. Since then, you've been sailing on the
Gotta
former
press the
Navy
white
ship.
arrow, I think.
No, I did. It's
Okay.
here, we'll do this. Okay, let's try it again.
There we go.
Laurent Beauregard was just another pirate until a couple of weeks ago, when he led you and your fellow officers in the daring theft of a Royal Naval vessel out of Port Camembert. Since then, you've been sailing on the former Navy ship, pirating and partying under now Captain Beauregard. The young man has told everyone to call him Laurie, but you and the senior crew have tried to enforce formalities to keep the swabbies in line. Young Laurie wants to become the most legendary swashbuckler alive, and he has a mind to sail past the ocean's edge into a place known as the Endless Storm. There lurks a terrifying Kraken known as Hellmaw. Laurie wants to kill Hellmaw and bring back one of its giant magical eyes as a trophy, thereby cementing his legacy as a living legend. This morning, you all woke up light on money and short-term memories. You've been spending your time on a remote island filled with partying pirates. You don't remember when you arrived, but you do remember why you're there. To obtain a magical lantern called the Northeast Star. Word is, the Northeast Star makes any ship that bears it unsinkable. That's just the kind of thing you need to face a notorious monster like Hellmaw. Tonight, Laurie has a meeting to learn more about the lantern, and he's taking one of you with him.
Okay, so some good
All right.
stuff. Before I read
Nice.
off the next line, I just wanted to say, Joe, it's your birthday today?
Oh no. I'm just
Okay.
eating my birthday cake from
Oh!
when it was my birthday.
Okay, I was like, oh, did we totally miss that? Like, what happened?
No.
Got it.
My
I
bir-
see the chat's going
My birthday
wild
was
there.
over a week ago, but the cake has kept.
Understood.
Nice.
Well, happy belated
Finishing it off.
birthday, so enjoy all
Thanks.
the cake. Okay.
Are we? So I missed it. Are we looking for? Did they call it the Northwest Star?
Northeast.
Northeast Star.
Northeast Star.
Oh,
All
and
right.
while before I read the next line, we have not named our ship.
Oh my good
Oh.
gravy.
I am taking
Can't do
the
that.
scribe here, so as the scribe, what would you like to name our ship? And chat, feel free to jump in if you have an idea. I
Yeah.
know there's a bit of a delay,
Yeah.
but yeah. So while you're doing that, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna.
I'm all about chat coming up with stuff.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
I
chat
don't
them
have to.
think of a name, and while they're doing
And
that, I'm
while
gonna
we're
read the
chatting
next
about
line.
that, I want to point out that I believe what will happen if previous experience. I haven't played this scenario before, but based on previous scenarios, we won't get through the whole mission in
No.
one session.
Absolutely.
The way that the game works is that there's essentially a chapter break that you hit, and the game will say, hey, you can continue on, or this is a great place to pause. And so by the time we hit that, that'll usually take a couple of hours, plus we're streaming and things like that. So when we hit that, we'll probably pause. And if y'all are having fun and you want to see the end, maybe we'll be able to schedule the follow-up session sometime in the future.
Cool.
Okay, so I see some names in the chat there: HMS Bruno and HMS Unsinkable the Second. So I'm thinking
I
that
like
one
that.
got a good laugh. So yeah.
Yeah. I think we got
we're
it.
going.
All
It's
right.
the second
Second
that
one,
did
the
it.
second.
All
I
right.
missed the second. That's
Yeah.
the key.
Love it.
Exactly. So
Yes.
there we go.
Well
Okay,
done.
thank you for that name, Otter. That's fantastic. So begin the first round on page 27. So for those of you who have the book, turn to page 27. The player with the highest infamy must choose action 6, which we haven't determined yet, but I guess we'll see it when we're on the screen. We'll determine who is the first player from that, but that person must choose action 6. Captain's mission as their action this round. Okay? So
Okay.
we'll take a look now. So we're going to put done.
So
So now we're going to head over to the...
Mandi and Suzanne have played this before, and Ruel and I are going to learn.
Yeah, so everyone
Yes.
can learn with you, which is great.
First
so they'll
time.
have a good experience.
It's
yeah.
a simple system and it's cooperative. So we're all on the same team here.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this page, this screen represents what would be a page in the book. And it has all the actions that we're going to pick from here. So what you see on the left are the actions that we can pick from. So we can go to the concierge. If there's a single pirate icon, that means only one pirate can choose that action this round. If there's like the green 3 pirate icon, that means as many of us can go and take that action in the same round as possible. Sometimes an action will be red. That means that somebody must take that action in a round. What we're going to do is we're all going to pick an action that we want to take. We will execute them in order from top to bottom. And then once everybody has taken their action, there is something in the app that Mandi will manage that will say, okay, at the end of the round, read this entry, and we'll see what happens from there.
And before you
So,
continue,
but
because we forgot to do it, I knew I was going to forget, everybody needs to draw a treasure card.
great. So the way that we do this is that you'll see on the far right of the app screen, there is the word treasure and a draw pile with the number 89, and then a little plus icon and a card. To draw a treasure card, you would just click once on that plus icon, and then you'll see it pops up at the bottom of your screen, and you can lift that up and click on it, and there's an eyeball icon on it, so you can zoom in and see it, and things like that. In the game, we max out at 4 treasure cards. There are also story cards that are available. There is no max to that when we get them, but we do max out at 4 treasure cards. So, Mandi, if you could pull up the treasure card that I have, we can show them the anatomy of a card real quickly here. So if you click on my
Is this you? I don't
hand.
remember.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. So what you see on my card here, the Fish Catcher 5000. Do you ever have too much food? Would you like to? Great. So what this treasure card, the icons on the bottom, happen to boost the stats that we have as characters, which may be hard for you to see, but we'll go through that. So we have exploration, brawn, hunting, aim, swagger, and navigation as character stats. The fish icon represents hunting. So this card, this treasure, gives me a +2 bonus anytime I have to do a hunting check. And some other treasure cards will have different abilities and things like that. So those are treasure cards. And we will be tracking our stats on this sheet. As we take these actions, you can see that there are icons on the actions themselves, like the fish is the hunting icon, the hat is the swagger icon. And what this shows us is that when we take that action, there is a chance that we will get the thing on it. So for example, at the spa, you can see the reroll icon. Chances are if we go to the spa, we'll probably get a reroll token. It's not assured. And chances are if we go to swim with the dolphins, we will have to do a hunting check as indicated by the white icon. It also means that there's a good chance that we will get a bonus or advancement in the hunting stat for our personal character as well. And while this is a cooperative game, we do have our individual character growth that we track in our individual character sheets. That means that we will be stronger in some things than others, so as we work as a team, that'll matter. But we will also hit these little extra story points or constellation moments in our game, because the top of the character sheets have these unique constellations. And what that will ultimately affect is when we hit certain points in it, we get a constellation event that gives us some kind of benefit. And at the very, very end of the whole mission, which we won't hit today, depending on how many of those constellation events you hit, you will have a bad, a good, or a legendary ending to your story to pick from. And it's really, honestly, super duper fun. So, we've got our treasure cards, Mandi. We are at the Pirate Paradise Island.
And so we need to take a look at a couple things. Before we jump in, we need to know our objective. What are we doing? So, this one is a special one for this DLC, Defeat the Kraken, which I think is pretty evident from the name. And we are trying to, it says goal, reach token 968 and defeat the Kraken. So people are wondering, what is 968? you will see this board pop up from time to time, and on this board will show where we're traveling. So it's saying we have to get to 968, which is all the way up here. You see my finger on the screen there. So there'll be some tiles in between there, so keep that in mind.
Where are we?
This is
Which one
our
is-
ship right here, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's this one standing up on the, it might take a minute for you to see it on your screen. And we are trying to get all the way up to the top. Okay.
So we have at least 3 more hexes to place.
And yes,
least.
it will not be an easy travel. Trust me.
Yeah, as we go, there's the ability to like scout sometimes that will reveal hexagons, and we can move without exploring what's there ahead of time, which means we just have to deal with what we get.
But that wouldn't be very safe.
It's true, but it is adventurous and very piratey.
Yeah, so
Nothing more adventurous than coming out with all of your limbs intact.
Exactly.
Friends.
There it is.
Thank you, Northern Sin and Quadran, for the follow. Much appreciated. Okay, so now I think we've got all the things. We've all got our roles. So I am the moderator, so doing the scribe role and a few other things. What are you all taking care of? Suzanne, what are you taking care of in this game?
Care of the statistics that we have mostly in the upper right of the screen. So our hold strength, we will lose the game if that number ever hits 0. Our supply count, supplies are often used to do things like load cannons, and also at the end of rounds, we sometimes have to feed our crew. Discontent is when do we really start with 2 discontent, Mandy?
Sure do. Yeah, that's not
Wordsworth.
good.
All
That's
right.
not good.
There's a Kraken.
Yeah, it's true. But we're in pirate paradise right now. Discontent is the happiness of our crew. Crew is our crew count. If discontent ever exceeds our crew count, we will also collectively lose the game. And hunger, when we have to feed our crew, that is the number that we need to meet. Threat level indicates the game will tell us when we have to increase our threat level, and you can see on the objective card there are 2 threat counts. If the game asks us to do a threat check and our threat number equals the number on the card, then bad stuff happens. And if we hit the 5th or 6th threat count, we lose the game as well. So we want to make sure our hull stays intact. We want to make sure our crew is happy and fed, and we want to make sure that we don't take on too much threat activity as we go through the game.
Absolutely.
And so I will be managing that part.
Safety
Quadran,
first,
I have to
safety
say, really nice setup. I love how everything is laid out. Thank you. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to this point, so very much appreciated that you enjoy the setup. So thank you for that. Okay, so who else? Ruel, what are you taking charge of? What's your character? Your Duckface McGillicuddy?
Duckface.
Yeah, Duckface McGillicuddy.
Thank you.
I will be taking care of the gunner, so the location dials and cannons.
Excellent.
Okay, which is good. Apparently, the 2 discontent. Your captain is negligent of crew needs. Thankfully, none of you play the captain. Yeah, I guess that would be me, actually. Wait a second. I don't know if I like that.
Okay, Lori.
Okay, and next up, Barnacle Berry.
I am the quartermaster, and the purpose of that escapes me. What is the quartermaster?
Master is going to manage our infamy track. So if you look at the center of our screen, of the game screen, that shows how infamous we are as pirates, because what's better than being famous? Being infamous. So on the infamy track, this will determine turn order. So whoever's at the top of the track has the most infamy. And in this game, that means they will choose their action first. It also means, because we're only playing with 3 players, there is what's called a masked pirate, and whoever is at the top of the infamy track will play that role, and they will take a second action in a round so that we're covering all of our action days.
Immediately.
Yep. So during the game, we will sometimes have things like, gain infamy. And so what Barry is going to do, what Barnacle Barry is going to be doing, is making sure that our infamy track is always up to date.
There we go. Beautiful. So you're doing that. We've got Duckface, McGillicuddy doing on the cannons, and I think, Suzanne, you're pretty much doing everything else. So, and then I'll jump in
me.
from time to time.
My name is
sorry.
Antagony.
Antagony.
I don't know who this Suzanne is you're talking about.
My apologies. It slipped a little bit there. So, Duckface, McGillicuddy actually has to take action number 6. As stipulated in the setup for this particular round. And then following that, you will take another action because of the variant with less players.
So to take that action, just click to the left of the action.
There you go.
And it will put your right.
And then you get to choose another one immediately. So the first one, this is hard because you don't really know what a lot of these things are going to do for you. Anything that has... If you look at number 5, for example, it has like a little hat. I think that's swagger. Am I wrong on that, Suzanne? I don't have my book in front of me.
The hat is swagger. Yes.
It's swagger. So if you go to something like that, that will involve you having to check that stat. Okay, so that's where you're like, let me look at my stats for swagger, and you can ask around on the team. Is yours higher? Is yours higher? Determining if someone might be better suited to do that. There are a lot of question marks here, so I just recommend for this first one, pick one, roll with it. We'll see what happens.
Go where your heart calls you, right?
Okay. Well, my heart says that I want to swim with dolphins, so I will take that as my second action.
Okay, so what you're going to do is actually leave it at 6.
Oh, okay.
And what I'm going to do, this is just because we're not playing the physical game, I'm going to just do this. Okay, I'm just going to lock it. I will unlock it after because the lock is a different type of action, but just so we know that someone is going to take that action. Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. Okay. Excellent.
Barry. Safety first.
I'm drawn to the wasted walrus.
Oh, okay, so we're doing a swagger check at some point. This should be fun. And I see that Barnacle Barry is stirring up the chat here. A mutiny is on the horizon. Don't worry, my eyes are on you, Barry.
Alrighty.
Okay, so.
And Antagony is looking for advice on where he can best seek out a good dialogue. Just an honest, factual discussion on Pirate Island. So he's going to go to the concierge and see what's up.
All right, well, there you go. So now that all the things have been chosen, we're going to refer to our handy-dandy book and start from the top. So it looks like concierge, read entry 345. Oh, we're in for a little story. That's nice. All right, everybody, listen up. Oh, my.
You
holy
approach the
cow.
concierge, he says with a nasally tone.
Are you here for the pleasure cruise?
Why, yes. Yes, I am. You lie. He gives you a dubious look before asking.
And do you have a reservation?
But of course. And you give him a smug grin.
Under what name?
Now it's the concierge's turn to give you the smug grin. You clear your throat and offer up the first name that pops into your head.
Okay. I will scroll up a little bit.
Good gravy.
So there are a lot of names here, so I'll do it slowly. Oh my goodness. Okay. So take these ones in, and then I'll slowly.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Good. I think I know which one I'm gonna pick. But
okay.
let's see all
there's
the
one here.
options
I know you're gonna pick. I know you. So I know exactly which name you're gonna pick. Okay. Keep
no,
going.
You don't. You don't know me.
I do.
Captain.
Okay. And the chat's in on this too. Yes, chat. If there's something there, like, hey, this is good. I'm gonna scroll a little bit more. There are a lot of names here, so hold on.
I love this. Holy cow! What is up with all this? This is amazing.
A ton of names.
Okay. The chat's helping you out too, Suzanne. So there we go.
Orville. Yeah, I appreciate. Woo! Hey, Loozapalooza!
Hello,
everybody!
raid! Oh my goodness.
Hey, Raiders.
We've got hello.
Raider.
Thanks for coming by. Raid. Woo, woo, woo.
Thanks everybody for coming by. Hey, Dutch Yoda.
Oh my goodness, all the peoples.
Stroop,
Howdy,
oh my
howdy.
goodness, they
wow.
have a stroopwaffle. Wow.
I'm still going. I'm doing it slowly because I know there are a lot of
Capano.
names.
I hope you didn't miss nice name. Don't sleep on nice name.
Nice, don't sleep on Swift. No, I mean, I already Zarf and Zorf and
Zarf
Yorf.
and Zorf.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait, we're
I mean,
almost there.
Fluffernutters
Tough.
hard
We're
to
almost
beat,
there.
but there's a lot of contenders.
There's so many
This
good
is
Okay,
choices.
tough.
that's the end of the list. I know I tried to go a
All
little
right.
slowly there. So, oh my goodness, all the love. Thank you, everybody, for the raid. Thank you for popping in. So many good things. Thank you. Oh, what's this? Kitchen Goddess. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Suze. I love you. It's Ilka, by the way. Hi, okay. And
okay,
Dave's in the
love
chat
you.
too. We will be chatting soon.
All right. Well, I got
Chat, put your suggestions.
Yes.
Which name?
I think we saw a
I
couple
saw
there.
some.
Okay. What did you
Oh, they
see?
were up here.
There are just too many options. I gotta go with what I saw like Stroopwafel was an option. I think Zarf, Zorf, and Yorf, and Yarf, and Zorf, and Zarf are very intriguing. But I gotta go with my gut and go all the way back up to Buttercup.
Buttercup. Okay. Thank you
nice.
for all the follows, everybody. So fantastic. Okay, I think a story is a brewing here. So let's see. Maybe. Oh yes, another story. Story time, everyone. Listen up.
You stammer out the name, but the concierge is unimpressed and shows you his favorite facial expression, an irritating blend of snide and pained.
I'm afraid we have no reservation under that name.
He says, "That's strange, 'cause I know I reserved it," you say. "A check under Davis, or Taylor. No, Tuffy."
Please move along. We have other guests who do have reservations. Or shall I call security over?
You step away in humiliation, and another pirate steps up to the concierge, and when asked, says confidently,
Reservation under Yorf, my good man.
Ah, Mr. Yorf, so glad to see you.
and the concierge looks at you when he says,
Always nice to see a proper customer. Right this way.
and the two leave to board the pleasure cruise as you remain behind, seething in anger.
Oh my. Well, I hope that didn't escape anyone. The pleasure cruise. I would like to know more about that. But in the meantime, wow, it looks like a misfortune is to be had. So one misfortune, and we lock action 1. So do you want to talk about that a little bit, Suzanne?
Ooh.
Sure. So used to it. I might as well. So sometimes, when things go awry, this game will give you misfortune tokens. They look like a token with an empty banana peel on it, which is hilarious and also vaguely annoying when you have a lot of them. Because when you have misfortune, when you have to do a check, instead of just rolling a die, you roll 2 dice and you take the lower value as your result, which is super not fun at times.
Exactly.
So I got that. And now by locking the action, that means that even if we stay in this location, we cannot use the concierge action again. And this is a great example of like the branching narrative that Forgotten Waters brings in, because what if I picked Yarf? Like, then maybe we would have gotten to go on a pleasure cruise. I don't know. We won't know this game, but if we play it again, maybe we will.
Oh, okay.
I
so
wanna know
That was
how
my
can we-
concierge action.
yeah,
I'd like to know how to kill the concierge because I hate him so much.
the voice.
Seriously,
Says-
what is?
I know.
Pirate.
Can I
When
hire
someone
you
behaves
as
like
the
that.
assassin?
It shouldn't
Seriously.
go well for them.
In the chat,
Agreed.
Otter said that you could have had earwax but chose Buttercup, so that was a comment. And the voice acting is incredible. So it is. It's getting us in the
Platt
story.
did
I
an
love the voice
amazing
acting
job.
in this.
So
yeah.
good. All right.
So good.
Kudos to the concierge voice actor for making him hate him, making me hate
Right.
him so
Yeah,
much
seriously.
successfully.
So we are at, I believe this is Duckface McKillicuddy was doing the swim with the dolphins.
Yeah, swim with the dolphins.
So you will be doing a hunting check. So
Okay.
what's going to happen is where you have the little fishy on your sheet, you get a hunting plus 1, so you get to mark off one of the first open box on that line you have for hunting.
Okay.
Okay.
So now when
And
you
it
do
does
a
have a
check,
star.
Oh yes. So now when you do a check, you will get a +1 bonus to your result for every mark you have on that row in your sheet.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to get you to roll that die.
Okay. Now, I did mark off the first square. It has a star in it. So does that mean I get to mark off
Yep.
my constellation?
That is
Constellation?
that is correct. And when we get to a certain point on Constellation Events, that'll be shown to us as we progress in this game.
Okay.
But yep, you are
All right, so-
absolutely right.
Cool. Let's do my hunting check. I rolled an 8.
Okay, plus you're going to get the 1 that you just marked off, so a total of 9. All right,
Yep.
so we get to read entry 346. All right. Here we go. All right, so I have the ship's log, so I can tell you right now that charcoal is not written on the log.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. All right, story time, everyone.
You spot a playful dolphin out in the waves and swim out to frolic with the creature. But the dolphin seems agitated by your presence.
Oh, no.
Unsure of what's happening, you watch as the dolphin dives low before reappearing minutes later with a piece of charcoal in its mouth. What are you up to? You wonder aloud. The dolphin swims over to a nearby rock and proceeds to scratch a word on the rock. O-L-L-E-H. Ollie? You say.
That ain't a word at all. Looky here, you even got some of the letters backwards. Dolphins are so stupid.
And you swim away from the dumb fish, laughing to yourself.
Well, that was quite the adventure for you.
Wow.
So you are going to get a reroll token, so you can grab that reroll token and hang on to that. I have written charcoal on the ship's log, so for those wondering, this is the ship's log. I wrote that information there. We have another one from the starting of the game, locked. I was supposed to write there as well. And we lock action number 2. Oh, so we are locking action number 2. Okay, good to know.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, so now we are heading down to Barnacle Berry at the Wasted Walrus. So here we go. Join in on Trivia Night. So we get crew +2. So let's give that a little zip. So hunger's gone up. Keep that in mind. So you're going to get yeah, exactly. So you're going to get a swagger. We're doing a swagger check for you. And you're going to mark on your swagger check. Perfect. +1, so you do that. And then roll a die, please.
Okay. And I have a star in my first swagger column.
Yep, so make sure you on your constellation. You can mark
So
a circle.
do I mark the constellation thing now?
Yep,
Yes,
and it has
whenever
to be,
you mark it off.
has to be starting from, I don't have the sheet in front of me, but Suzanne can tell you where it starts from.
Starting from the star.
The star.
From the black star in the center, yeah,
Correct.
you just have to
Yeah.
pick one of the empty circles out, and you'll radiate out.
Perfect.
And then whenever you hit an exclamation mark, you want to just take a little constellation action. Yep, exactly right. Perfect, Barnacle Berry.
All right, so
And,
And I
you're all
rolled.
set.
I rolled a 7. Is that a good 7 or
so
a
you
bad
rolled a 7 plus the 1 that you
Plus-
got. So that
Ah.
is a total of 8. So we are going to read entry 350. Just make sure. Yeah,
I mean, it's better than rolling a 2.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You don't embarrass yourself, but you're not the best either. You have to buy back into the competition to remain in it.
All right, so you have to discard 1 treasure if able. So,
Oh no!
sorry.
But I only have 1 treasure.
Then it goes
Boo!
bye-bye, Le.
Boo earns.
Do I click discard purple cards?
Oh,
Wait, where do I click?
Maybe, no.
I click
So
the trash can.
click on the bottom bar and pull up your treasure,
Yeah.
and then click the trash can.
Yeah. And this came up
Okay.
after here, so there's more
I
apparently.
had a narwhal horn, and now
No, bye, narwhal horn.
Oh.
All right, are you ready? Here we go.
As the trivia contest nears its end, you're brought on
Oh,
stage
we have
for the
audio
big
problems.
finale. It all comes down to this. You and one other player are
It's
there
Echoey
to
Robot.
answer the big question in hopes of winning the grand prize. The host clears her throat and asks,
How many men on the dead man's chest?
you have no idea what she's talking about. Morbid stuff, whatever it is. But you give your best guess anyway.
Okay.
Does
We
anyone
had
else
some
hear
audio
that?
problems. Yeah.
Yeah,
Could you
audio.
just read the question? What are we trying to answer here, Mandy? It
Okay.
didn't come through. The audio was garbled.
Oh, it didn't come to for you all. Okay.
Yep.
The host clears her throat and asks, how many men on the dead man's chest? You have no idea what she's talking about. Morbid stuff, whatever it is, but you give her your guess anyway. Yeah, so chat, it'll sound fine for you. It's Discord. It does tend to give a bit of issues, so I apologize. I'm just reading it for everybody here. But thank you for letting me know that it sounds good. So how many
this is
men
my
on
fault
the
for
dead
suggesting
man's
Discord.
chest?
Yep.
And the choices are 0 through what?
All the way
Oh.
to...
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
Wow.
Sorry if that's a little fast
Oh.
for everybody. To 60.
What?
This is like
Okay,
the
so-
other one where the correct answer was Yorf.
Oh, yeah.
Out of 60 out.
Hey,
Yeah.
Otar Pyro in chat says 15.
Yep. Whispers.
So-
That's
15?
Whispers 15.
I believe them because it's whispered.
Okay.
So it must be
15?
Must be crew.
All
I'll do
right.
15.
Okay. Here we go.
You quickly throw out a number, but the audience howls in laughter at the response.
That ain't it?
You ask.
It's in a song or something, right?
What song?
Demands your opponent.
The Dead Man's Chest, of course, refers to the oceanic rock bearing that name, where sailors oft compete to see how many can stand upon it at once. The record thus far is 21.
The crowd applauds the winner, and you swear to yourself that you'll never play trivia again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you are going to gain a misfortune token.
Wah.
And
I criticize the pirates who do that game, who go to that rock, and they're like, hey, let's see how many of us can stand on that rock. What a good game.
and you're gonna retrieve card.
Tones didn't exist back then. What else are you gonna do for
We
entertainment?
have to make our own fun.
Exactly.
Let's go stand on a rock in a group.
All right.
So you're
Imagine.
also going to retrieve card 18, Constellation Prize from the story deck. So not a treasure, from the story deck, card 18. And then I'm going
So-
to lock action number 5.
So I'm gonna
the way you
take
do this is you under the word story, you would type the number 18 and click take.
Correct.
That lets you
Okay.
take the very specific card the game is telling you to get.
And treasure card something. What
Right.
treasure card do I
If it
take?
said take treasure card
If.
number 12, you would do it in that deck instead. Or something like
What-
that. But in story, you would under the story you click 8. What was it, Mandy? 18?
18. You were taking
18,
number
yeah.
18 story card, no treasure cards. You were supposed to get
Story
rid of your
card, no
treasure
treasure
card, I
card.
think.
Great.
You were supposed to, and then take 18
Yep.
from the story deck.
And now you have the consolation prize.
Should I read it?
Yeah, read it.
Sure, why not?
Consolation prize 18. When a player rolls a 2 on a die, you may give them this card. If you do, gain 3 infamy, and then they lose 3 infamy.
So I put that up
Look
for
at
everybody to
you.
see in the chat there. Okay.
Very nice. Sometimes you'll be able to take treasures from each other or trade treasures, and that's when you can also use the treasure thing where you can type a specific number because all the cards are uniquely numbered to enable that.
All right. So
Alrighty. Last
last but not
action.
least, so that is Captain's
The
mission.
mandatory.
So fill in the next Captain's mission box on the ship's log and read the entry. So that is going to be under our threat event. So that's this one here. So,
That was a humiliating trivia night.
all right. And
Done
oh
better.
wow. Okay, so we're reading entry. Oh, here we go. Wrong one. Captain's mission. This one here. So we are reading 048. And all right, here we go.
Lori takes you to a smoky back room in the Wasted Walrus, where only true VIPs are allowed. The captain you meet there is a weathered man with a scar running from his forehead to his cheek, and he sports a fine eye patch.
I heard about you.
Lori says to the other captain.
The rumor going around this place is you and your crew got your hands on the Northeast Star.
The other captain grins.
Rumors are right.
He says, and taps a large lantern at a gilded frame that sits on the floor near his feet.
Every legend you've ever heard about this thing is correct. Why, me and mine have survived some fights where I was sure we were off to meet Davy. Not only has it saved our lives, but it has transported us to safety as well. Care to wager that lantern on a hand of blackjack?
Lori asks. The other captain laughs.
And what do you have to offer as a bet? How about my ship?
Lori offers.
A brand new naval frigate. It's as sleek as they come.
The other captain considers this.
Naval frigates seem to be easy to come by nowadays. But I could sell one for good coin. Sure, you're on.
A stupid-looking officer sitting by the other captain chokes on a mug of ale before whispering something in the captain's ear.
Nah,
The other captain says.
I've got this.
He shuffles a deck of cards and deals 2 to each player. Lori gets a total of 17, while the opposing captain gets 13. Lori asks you if you think he should hit or stay.
Okay. So the two options that you are unable to see are hit or stay.
And wait, they got and we got again?
Well, Lori, the opposing captain, are battling. They're playing blackjack. Lori got a 17. The opponent got 13, and Lori is asking whether Lori should hit or stay.
Yes. So this question is for yes. This is for yes, your character, McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
And,
it's my character, right?
Yes, it is for
yes,
you.
Is it your character?
It is.
Yeah, because Duckface took the captain's
took the captain's action. It was mandatory.
Oh, the captain's action.
Okay.
I got mixed up with the Wasted Walrus.
Gotcha. Well, my character Duckface may have played a hand or two or blackjack in the past, and they know that when you have a 17, you stand on 17 and let the other player do the work. So, Lori must stay.
And Brian in a jar agrees with you. Stay, but I'm a chicken with gambling, so.
Brian,
but I think it was so. All right, so stay it is. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens.
You advise the captain to stay, and he does. The opposing captain taunts you for being chicken, but then himself draws a jack.
You bust. We win!
Lori says, smiling.
Now, hang on.
The man says in a panic, but Lori pulls out his lucky pistol and points it at his unarmed opponent.
Let's not complicate this.
Lori growls. He tells you to grab the lantern, and the two of you get out of there.
Okay, so you are going to get a swagger, so +1 on your swagger track.
Okay.
And you are going to fill in a star, so one of the circles on your
Nice.
constellation.
Ooh.
And then I have some homework. I have to write northeast star on the log.
Okay. And I have the constellation that I filled in has an exclamation point, so
you would just take an exclamation point token.
Yep,
exactly right.
Exactly. Hang on to it because we will be getting to those at some point.
All right.
Only the game will ask us to go through them. Okay, so that's it. So we've completed all of the actions. And, yeah, nothing's changed. So we have, just to do our little recap here, we haven't hit the hull, but we're at 5, supplies are at 6, discontent remains at 2. We have, however, gone up in crew by 2, thus our hunger has gone up by 1, so we are at a 5, but no threat. So that is always good. All right. So, round end, we're going to read entry 812. All right. Is out of luck written on the ship's log? Let's just verify that. It is not. So let's.
That sounds bad, though.
It does.
I'm glad.
All right. Well, here we go. We've got a long story here, so buckle up.
Lori proudly presents his blackjack prize, the Northeast Star.
Crew, we're taking this beauty to the endless storm, and that Kraken will have no chance of sinking us. When we kill it and bring back its giant magic eye, we'll be the talk of all piratedom. Every single person here will become part of legend. Are you ready to be legends?
The crew cheers, ready for adventure and inspired by their captain's raw charisma. But Spooky Jed steps forward, pointing a trembling finger at the lantern.
Dump it in the sea, Captain. Dump it now while we still got the choice.
Lori sighs, and you watch as he struggles for composure.
Jed, you witchy devil. You get bothered by everything, it seems. The lantern stays, and that's that. I best not see you coming near this thing, understood?
But Spooky Jed swings his finger to point at the captain.
I see a dead crow in its nest. You shall not gain no eye until you've lost your own. And then, oh, then ye shall gain too many eyes. You shall have eyes beyond number.
A moment of silence passes.
Well, great.
Lori says.
Okay, everyone, let's go! Get packed and meet back on the ship. We are leaving, boys and girls, tonight. Mainly because if we don't, the guy we took this lantern from might come for it. Now, onward to glory!
Okay, so here we go. Important. While Northeast Star is written on the ship log, if the ship sinks due to hull going to 0, or if there is a mutiny due to crew and discontent meeting, remember to read the game end entry as listed on boatswain board/screen and the first mate board/screen, respectively. The highest infamy player moves the ship 1 space, and then read the entry listed on the new space. So I will put that up for you to see. And if you cannot see it, I will read it out to you.
No one's infamy has changed yet, right?
Correct.
Yes. So who is the highest infamy? I can switch back and check.
So Duckface has the highest infamy. Yes. So Duckface, you're going to look at this map, and you're going to tell us where to go.
Like which direction to go to.
Right, which hex. Now, you're going to have to give Mandi some guidance here. Because we're sailing into uncharted waters, we didn't scout. There are actions that will let you scout, but we didn't get one. What's going to happen is Mandi you're going to tell her where to go. She's going to pull a tile at random from her little pile of them, and maybe it's open waters, maybe it's fog, maybe it's an enemy ship. We don't know, and we'll have to deal with it.
Exactly.
Now, we have the Northeast Star, and we think we're in, Captain Lori thinks we're unsinkable, and we want to head up to 968. So we should head in that direction, maybe.
Yeah, it's called Northeast Star for a reason. We should go northeast, correct?
Oh, I like how you made that connection.
So are you thinking here, so beside the pink here, or between the pink and the green?
Oh, you can. Okay,
you can't go between the pink and the green.
You can't go to, right? It's just one.
Oh,
hex
sorry,
per move.
sorry. I meant the one just before it. My apologies. Yeah, so the one under the green, or the one beside to the left of the pink.
Under the green.
Under the green. Okay, here we go. Oh dear, this is not good. All right, so it is looking like a bit of a storm, and it's 13. So put the ship there, and let's see what it says here.
I said Spooky Jed is a coward in the Twitch chat, and Automod said, "Oh, that's a naughty word. You can't call people cowards."
There you go. Well, I have allowed it, so you're fine.
Oh, great.
Okay,
I just thought it was such a wholesome check to be like, you can't call people a coward.
I'm sorry, I had to put the settings at a certain thing, so I guess that one just crossed the line.
By all means, I don't want to call anyone a coward who doesn't deserve it.
Okay, here we go. We're heading into a storm.
The waves toss your ship about in the poor weather and toward the ominous shape of another vessel. But as you draw nearer, you can see that the other ship is not touching the water, but rather hovers above it in the middle of a storm, raising higher and higher toward the sky. Looking up, you watch as tall, wispy demons emerge from the fog and surround the helpless ship. A face emerges from the clouds of the storm, demonic red eyes and a wide mouth that sucks the floating ship toward it. There are screams and a few sailors fall, the height too great to survive, and the shadow monster swallows the ship whole. You gape incredulously at what you've just seen. The shadow monster turns to face your ship, and with a terrible lurch, part of your vessel lifts from the water. Sailors go screaming into the drink. Lori holds onto the mast and commands the ship.
Get those pirates back on board, defeat the minions, and shoot that monstrous being right in the face with our biggest cannons!
Okay, so the chat's like, this seems fine. ... Yeah, maybe.
Everything's fine.
So, Suzanne, can you adjust the dials if I read it off to you?
I can, but we have to go to location 71.
Yeah, turn the page to 71.
I am unable to turn it. There we go. Okay, it was being a fussy budgie. Okay, give me the dial number, babe.
Okay, and so dials A, B, and C all equal to the number of players. So in this case, it's 3. So 3 for each. A, B, and C.
You want me to do that, Suzanne? Or?
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
whoever has access.
That's our gunner's job.
Yeah.
All right. My apologies. I didn't know.
Perfect.
I couldn't remember who was who.
Yeah, this is the illustration gets cut off a little bit by the infamy track in the app, but like, this is not a friendly looking. This seems like we just started the game. Our stats are low. We only have one loaded cannon. This seems
rough. Yeah.
Dire.
Do you see the chat? James is like, shoot it in the face with a cannon. That's the plan.
Well, on that. All right.
So
and I don't know I don't know if people watching can see the illustration clearly enough, but the big one on the page that I'm looking at, this thing has abs. It's like
Oh,
It does,
like
actually.
100 feet tall, but with like
Creature's
rock hard
ripped.
abs.
So that's above the
Yeah,
ship,
totally
and if
ripped.
you're looking at the screen just above the ship, those ripples are the abs.
Nice.
Oh
Very
my
nice.
goodness.
That's intimidating.
So on the
Like
book,
the shadow
there are-
monster does crunches.
Exactly. Okay, there are a couple things here. So in the book, it specifically says here, gods only know what we should do. So that's with a big exclamation mark. That can't be good. And you will also notice some red spaces here. These are action spaces that are mandatory. Okay, that's why they have little exclamation marks on it. The green spaces mean multiple people can go to those action spaces. And the blue we've seen before, one person can take that action. Now, we still have the rule where we're playing with 4 or less players, so Duckface will be taking 2 actions this turn. Okay, you'll be taking one for the one that you have to take, and then one immediately after you can say for your turn.
But he doesn't have to take the red ones first. We just have to make sure someone takes them.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
So what you can do to track it, so I don't want to lock them, because starting to lock them might get confusing. If you could just mark the number of the other space, and then you can let us know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will start with I want to fight the minions.
Okay.
Action 4. And then for my second action, let's go. Well, if I'm going to fight, then I will rescue crew right after that. Number 5.
Number 5. Okay. You know what? I'll write it here for you, so it's one less thing you got to worry about. I got
Barberry,
Okay.
do you want to call out to the beast, or do you want to risk being taken?
I'll risk being taken. You can call out to the beast.
Alrighty. My swagger is not yet where it could be, but we'll see how it goes.
use
Is that how we should
use your
decide? I have
debating
one
skills,
swagger.
you know? The
I
debating
am
skills.
planning on debating them. I will call out its logical fallacies until it's exhausted.
Yeah, you're perfect for this
That'll
job.
learn them.
So, Quadrate, I want to know the pirate version of Imhotep from The Mummy. I'm not sure what that refers. Is that the monster you're talking about? I want to know now. I love The Mummy, by the way. It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, well, the mummy's the big giant. It's basically a big giant sand monster. Looks
Right.
like this shadow
So I'm
monster.
thinking that's what they mean because they said Imhotep, so I wasn't sure. So, okay.
Probably.
Yep.
Call out.
I'm
to
looking
the
forward to
beast.
Suzanne's actually.
So Antagony, here we go, here we go. Oh, well, this is easy. Read entry 609. All right, here we go.
You climb up to the crow's nest and yell to get the shadow's attention. You're not entirely sure, but you think that it turns an eye toward you. You try and think of something to say that will help the situation.
Okay, so are you going to beg for the shadow's mercy or taunt the shadow?
Taunt.
Yeah. Just paint it on.
Okay, that was really
That's not real abs.
That was really funny because as you were shaking your fist, the sound cut out a little bit, so it looked like you were saying swears.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Oh, so good. And everyone's saying to taunt.
Rate these streams. I mean,
Yeah.
I can, if you want me to swear,
Listen, this
I
is
can swear.
this is our channel. You can do whatever you want to do. So, girl.
It's a valid debate strategy.
So,
yeah, I'm taunting
yeah.
the heck out of that shadow. I am demoralizing that shadow. You think you're a shadow? I've seen rain clouds that are more shadowy than you. You're a pathetic shadow.
Okay, I think the taunting is working and the chat agrees. So here we go.
Hey, you afterbirth of darkness!
You cry.
You're not even a solid
that's a good
or a
one.
liquid. You're some kind
Wow.
of gas. That means you can't even hold your shape. Instead, you automatically fill the space you occupy.
You cackle with mad laughter, and the shadow monster sheds a single giant tear, which falls from on high, crashing onto the main mast and splitting it in twain.
So, you are going to move to Infamy, which I believe will bring you up to the top of the track.
So, Barnacle Bear, you're in charge of Infamy. Please
Yep, so-
move me up.
2 for that. And it's a weird one. The arrows, you have to kind of do 1, and then the next arrow on the second line. It's a bit
Yeah.
wonky.
I got it.
Thank you. And then the hull will be reduced by 1.
Sorry.
That's okay because we're gonna.
Why'd you have to make it mad?
We're gonna reduce dial A by 3.
Or sad.
Whoa! Hey!
Whoa.
Hey!
Dial A by
I
3?
am breaking its spirit. I am cracking. That spirit is so...
You're breaking the mast. We're a sailing ship.
I'm breaking the spirit down to 3. It's its head. Its head is at 0. That has to be good.
I think so. So you're good with all the stats?
I'm good.
Yep. So infamy plus 2,
Nice.
hull minus 1, reduce
Yep,
dial A
we're
by
good.
3. Perfect. All right. So we are at number 4, which is fight minions. All right. We will be doing a brawn check here. So who's fighting the minions?
Duckface.
That is Duckface. Okay,
Duckface.
Duckface, here we go. So you're going to do a brawn check, so you get a brawn, so you're going to get +1. Mark that off on your track, please. And then roll your die, s'il vous plaît.
Okay, and I've got another constellation I can mark off.
Nice.
So I've rolled an 8 plus 1 is 9.
So 9 under number 4 is, okay, reduce dial B by 2
Okay.
and gain a reroll
Minions
token.
down to 1. And a reroll. Cool.
Yep, there you go. Nicely done. All right, and you are also doing action number 5, which is rescue crew. So we will be doing a hunting check. So you're going to get a hunting +1 on that track, and then roll that die, please.
Oh, so I get a +1 on the hunting track?
You do. So basically, every time you do a check, you're going to mark off 1 and then roll the die.
Okay, and I
Honor
get a constellation.
is asking in the chat, what does dial B mean? It says above it minions. So the way the dial system works, it's contextual based on the scenario. So in this scenario, and the nice thing again about the app is it will put right above the dial what it represents for this scenario. So right now, dial A is the monster's head, which we have, which antagony
Blown right
just
off.
shamed the head off of it. Then dial B is the minion count, and then dial C represents lost crew in this scenario.
Exactly. And just
Way to debate.
Just as a
Okay.
reminder, please continue to check your treasure cards because sometimes they have additional stats that they can add to your stats. So just keep those in mind. All right.
Okay. I have rolled a 7, so +2 this time, 9.
9. Okay.
Nice.
So
Good job.
very good job.
Thank you.
Reduce dial C by 2.
Yay,
All right.
you rescued 2 crew people.
Huzzah!
Get back on board.
All right.
Of course, she means that we have more mouths to feed.
Well, you know.
I mean,
Oh.
that is a balance. Yeah. The first time I played this game with Mandy had already played, and as she was counseling us through our first game, she's like, if you lose some crew, it might not be such a bad thing. And I mean, I think that really encapsulates a lot of just how cutthroat Mandy is and why, like, I don't ever want to be stranded on a desert island with her. You know what I'm saying?
You know, in this phase, I'm too beautiful to die. So you know what? The other one's
Yeah.
gotta go. Gotta go.
Like there's
it's
2
true.
assholes, and there's 4 of us. There's a simple mathematical solution.
Thank you. Exactly. Bye. And look, there. Crew is just a number. That is correct. Okay.
That's right.
So number 6 action is a mandatory taken. We get to read entry 618, and this one is aimed at Barry. There we go.
Why
You
is it aimed
find
at Barrel?
yourself
Because is it your action? I'm pretty sure it's your action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
You find yourself floating in the air, rising up faster than anyone else. And before you know it, you're through the fog and surrounded by darkness.
Where in blazes am I?
You squeak.
It is not where you are, but who you are with, and what you are doing that concerns me.
A voice calls out to you. You can't tell if the voice is in your head or coming from far away.
You must be destroyed.
Okay, so your
Oh.
choices are, what do you mean who I'm with? And what do you mean what I'm doing? So which
What do you mean what I'm doing?
Okay. So that's the final answer. Here we go. Here we go.
The Kraken is a door. The lantern is a key. It opens a rift to my world, and I cannot have your kind invading like insects. Therefore, you shall be destroyed.
Then you find yourself falling back down until suddenly you awake with a start, standing on the deck of the ship.
Okay, so you gain a reroll token. Oh dear. You gain 2 misfortune tokens.
Ooh.
This is
I already
not
had one. Now I have 3.
Yep, and
Yeah.
lock action number 6. So now, if you have misfortune tokens, don't forget you will have to roll an additional die and take the lower of the 2 results. So we're gonna lock action 6. Yoink.
So each time I roll, I lose a misfortune token and do the double roll.
Correct.
Okay.
You got it.
So I
Exactly.
have my next
But
3
then once
rolls
you use it for one
are
event,
disadvantage.
then it's discarded.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I have 3 of them, so that's
So
going to
it's
be a
got
while.
3 turns.
I have been there. Believe me, I think I had 8 at one point. In
Oh
a
my
game.
gosh.
That's
I
pretty
need to
rough.
roll some dice.
Pretty rough. Okay, so I think we've done all the things. Please check that, Suzanne, if I'm wrong.
Yeah, we're good. Let's see what the end. Let's see. Now, I'm hoping that having blown the shadow monster's head off is good for us.
Let's hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Here we go.
I
Bad
think
for
we're
the
good.
mask, though.
All right, cross your fingers.
Despite your best efforts, the ship continues to rise above the water, toward the shadow's mouth. People and parts fly around as the ship draws close to bursting.
All right, so for each of dials A, B, and C that are not at 0, reduce hull, supplies, and or crew by a total of 2. So any combination there.
Oh.
So
Okay. So 2 of the dials are at 1.
right, so yep, so for each of
Reduced
the
by
dials
2 or by 4? I'm confused.
So no. So for each of dials A, B, and C that are not at 0, so we have 2 of them, reduce hull, supplies, and or crew by a total of 2. So that means, is it 4?
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it's 4.
It's
For
4.
each of
Yeah,
them, it's
that's
And you
higher.
can do it spread out through hull, supplies, and or crew. So
Right. I think we lose 2 crew.
all right.
I mean,
so,
we got them back.
yeah. See,
Somebody
Crew's
else's turn to go
disposable.
swimming.
It's like, welcome back. Now you're out of here.
Well, there's still a minion. The minion's going to kill them afterwards.
I'm gonna say we lose 1 more crew and 1 supply.
Hey, it's not over until it's over, chat. Well, it was a good game while it lasted.
Oh wow,
Gotta
the
have faith.
faithless.
Come on now.
Look,
Friendly
we
but
can always
faithless.
hire more pirates. They're everywhere.
All right, I reduced our stats.
You did all the stats. Okay, great. So is Northeast Star written on the ship's log? Yes, it is. So that is a yes. And here we go.
Lori runs to the bow of the ship and yells to the creature,
Are you looking for this?
and he reveals the Northeast Star. The creature's eyes glow wildly, and the ship's bow tips up toward the creature's mouth. The captain unsheathes his sword, raises it high in the air, and bangs it against the frame of the lantern. The lantern's frame vibrates from the shock, and the shadow itself winces from the effect.
No, you cannot.
It thunders. Once again, the captain raises his sword in the air and brings it down upon the golden frame.
You will destroy us all.
The shadow snarls. The captain yells back,
The next hit will be to the glass.
and he raises his weapon into the air again.
Stop. I yield.
The shadow bellows, and within seconds, it is dissipated to nothing, and your ship lands hard back in the water.
Okay, so right in the shadows on the ship log. Okay, I got a few things to do here, so talk amongst yourselves. And then I have to remove navigation tokens from the game, so that's going to take me a moment. So you can all have a little chat while I do this.
I just want to give kudos to our captain who did something pretty badass just now. My estimation of our captain just went up quite a bit. Just talking
bold,
down. this
young
monster.
and bold,
Yeah.
but also
Not bad.
kind of, you know.
Pretentious?
Yeah. Full of youthful vim and vigor and
Yeah.
vanity.
Hey, since we have a moment here, why does it take pirates so long to learn the alphabet?
Oh, God.
Why,
all-
Ruel?
Because
stopped
they
at
can
R.
spend years at sea.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh.
That was actually pretty good.
Every few years I hear that joke and I always think it's about R, and it's never about R.
It's never about
It's always about sea.
I mean, I think that's just your brain trying to protect you from remembering that joke.
Yeah.
That it's forgetting, it's trying to help you, you know?
Well, it just says pirate joke. It's supposed to be R. There should be a
Right?
way to make it be about R. There isn't.
I hear
Someone
ya.
did tell me
my
one
goodness,
with the
yeah.
R, but I can't. Okay.
Timon 6219 says, "Walk the plank time."
Oh yeah. I was feeling like
Sorry.
walking the plank as I was saying it. Yeah,
It's
boo,
true.
get off the stage.
It's
I
true.
What's
agree.
the walk the plank emoji? Let's see.
Oh, is there?
Maybe just
That's what we really,
No,
really
Okay.
need.
but
a
there
water
should be.
emoji.
Well, I have a tile that's MIA, but as long as it's not in here, we are good. I might have just misplaced it. 1 second.
Not a problem.
Okay.
I love all the voice acting in the app. It just, it's so fun. The writing is super duper good.
Yeah,
and
that's funny.
there is like in earlier scenarios and the base game scenarios, there's like a little bit of character crossover. It doesn't necessarily like, it's not that like one game really impacts the other so much, but like there's some character crossover that after you play the scenario and then you were like, oh, remember that, and it's a really great throwback. I think the writing is amazingly
Top
fun.
notch. Okay, there we
That's
go.
neat.
So I got all the tiles there. Okay, we did that. So the highest infamy player moves the ship 1 space. So let me put that on here. And then read the entry listed on the new space. So I will draw a tile that takes a minute for you all to see.
Quadrain says, are some of them board game content creators? Who, the crew?
Oh, us? What? Oh, maybe.
Depends who they are.
Okay. So who was this for? This was, I think, for Barry, was it not?
Yes.
Yes. So Barry, you are going to decide where the next tile will be going. So where the ship will be moving.
Wait, why is it me? I don't know the rules. Why is it me?
Because you were the last one to do the action. You were the last action.
Oh, the
and
last
No,
one.
no, no.
Yeah.
This one.
Or is this the
it's
end
the
story?
highest infamy player. It's
Highest infamy. Oh, there, it's right there.
me.
There you go. It's you.
Oh.
My apologies. It's you.
It's Antagony.
I said you.
Thank you very much.
I said you. I didn't say anything else.
Well, wait. Why did this island just pop up behind us?
Because
What
it's
happened there?
creepy.
An island popped up behind us.
Okay,
That's where
well,
we
I'm
started.
gonna go
Oh my
to
goodness. Sorry, I just read the chat. Antagony.
9:53. So I don't want to sail the unknown seas. There's an island in the distance that seems like land might be a respite from the open ocean. So let us journey to 9:53.
Oh, we're not pulling a tile. Okay, okay. So 9:53. All right. So
We're not pulling a tile. Oh.
because
I see.
the tile was already on the board. Yeah. If Suzanne had gone to an
Yeah.
empty tile, yes, we would definitely be doing that. So 9:53, you say? Okay. So are either of the following written on the ship's log? Across the water is not. On the rock is not. Neither of these is written on the log. That would be correct. All right, here we go.
You cautiously approach the place known as Waterwheel Island, as the whole thing seems to be on fire,
This is the work of those fire starters.
says Sally Sponge.
Travel from place to place, they do. Burning down towns and killing all sorts of folk.
But Laurie shakes his head.
We're too far south for it to be the fire starters. If I'm not mistaken, there's an enclave of blue fire cultists nearby. I'd peg them as the culprits.
Nah.
Sally says.
If it was them, this place would be covered in blue flame.
You all agree that whoever is responsible for this is beyond cruel and deserves death. Maria Garcia holds her hat over her heart and says,
This is beyond terrible. And I'm a good-for-nothing pirate.
All right, so I have to write on the rock on the log here.
Okay, this is not a good-looking place. Like, this is not
All right.
pirate paradise.
So-
This looks pretty bad.
We're turning to page 23 if someone could mark that
Done.
on the thank you so much.
Like, this is not, like, we got people on fire. Everything's on fire. Oh my goodness.
Okay, and then we're going to lock action 6.
Got it.
Thank you. And check the threat. How much threat do
We're
we
all
have?
good on threat.
Excellent news. Okay. Whew, oh my goodness. All of a sudden that song came into my head. Okay, I used to be a raver. Firestarter. Come on, we all know the song. Prodigy, Firestarter, so good.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay. Anyway, I thought it was just me. All right. So again, so
Okay.
Antagony, you will be taking action, 2 actions.
All right. I will take. I'm looking at my character sheet and see what I can possibly be strong in. I will go to the pukey puppy.
Okay. And then I'll write down the number of the other one you're going to take.
I'm just going to state that I'm going to stretch and take my hat off sometimes because otherwise I get a migraine from sitting.
Yeah, please. Take a stretch.
Yeah, please do. I would stand, but you all actually, I am very festive on the bottom half of my outfit today because I knew we were going to be on the seas. But
okay, let's go. Pants.
I want to.
Who's got cool pants?
I want to consult my crew. So I want to go the pukey puppy because I am full of the swagger.
Okay.
But I could go to. I'm also interested in either going to Under the Bridge or I can work the ship.
Another good song, by the way. Okay, go ahead.
Does anybody? Do any of my
Chili
crewmates
peppers,
want to do Under the Bridge? Because if you want to do Under the Bridge, I'll just do work the ship.
Yeah, why don't you work the ship and I'll go under the bridge.
All right.
Okay, so you're going to number 5 there, Suzanne?
Yeah, 4 and 5. I'm doing 4 and 5.
Yep, got it. I've written it down.
Okay.
You're good.
Duckface is doing 3.
Okay.
Wait a second. Maybe I should do the hot market because I see the little hook there and I have one for brawn.
Sure.
Yeah, why don't I do that? I'll do the hot market.
Hot market. Hot. Okay.
So what's left?
Survivor camp.
You can do the survivor camp, you can go under the bridge, you can work the ship, or you can bury treasure. And you may not want to bury treasure. How bury treasure works in this game.
I don't have treasure.
Right. If you have a treasure card or treasure cards, you can take the buried treasure card, you can discard it, and then you can fill in star circles on your constellation, is what the buried treasure action does. So just so you know for future.
I will check out the survivor camp.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's give her.
Like an old die.
Number 1, hot market. So that is going to be Duckface. So Duckface, we are doing a brawn check. So give yourself a mark on your brawn track and please roll a die. Don't forget, if you have misfortune tokens, you're rolling 2.
No misfortune token. I have rolled an 11 plus 2, 13.
13. So you get to choose 3 market actions below, which I'm going to read to you, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. So you get to pick 3 of these. Grab some smoldering barrels, so you'll get supplies plus 2, and you can choose this multiple times. Find a friend. Spend 1 supplies to retrieve a pirate pal of your choice from the story deck, and there are certain cards you'll get to choose from.
Ooh.
Grab a shiny thing in the flames, so you're basically going to get a treasure. Save someone. That will increase your infamy by 3. Pull a cannon from the rubble. Gain 1 unloaded level 3 or lower cannon. And then we will lock action space number 1. So that was a lot.
And you get 3 of those.
So I'll go through it again. So supplies plus 2.
Okay.
Spend 1 supply to get a pirate pal. Grab a treasure. Increase your infamy by 3. Or gain 1 loaded level 3 or lower cannon.
Okay. Well, first off, I think right off the bat, I want to get a cannon. That's going to help us eventually. A cannon.
Right. So you can
nice.
add a cannon to the plus. Where the cannons are on the bottom right, you're going to click on the old plus there. And we want, I'm assuming you want a level 3. So you'll press the arrow up twice. There you go. And I believe
Does it come in unloaded or loaded?
Unloaded. So that one will be unloaded. Yep. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so that was 1 of the 3.
Uh-huh.
What else would you like to do?
Okay. And then for the other one, so you said we could grab a special pirate? Is that what it was?
Yeah, so you're going to spend a supply to retrieve a pirate pal of your choice. So basically any of the cards from 1 to 6. So I'm assuming you would probably get to of your choice. So you would get to look at them. If you needed time to do that, we can absolutely let you do that as well.
Okay. And then the others, I'm sorry, those pirates or...
Yeah, it's a lot. So pirates, you can gain a treasure. You can gain 3 infamy, or you can gain 2 supplies.
Okay. One, I gain 3 infamy,
Okay. And then you've got one more thing you can do.
and then I want a treasure.
Okay. And then grab a treasure. Perfect. Amazing.
Good round.
Very
Duck
nice.
face.
All right.
Hello, Herb. Thanks
Cool.
for joining. Herb, we played we played a lot of games together? No. We played Forgotten Waters on David's channel, Eclectic Camel. So, but we didn't do Kraken's Eye, just one of the regular ones. So, glad that you could join us. Okay. Survivor Camp. That is Barnacle Berry. So,
Berry.
you are doing an exploration check, so please mark off one spot on your exploration track.
Yes.
And then please roll
Quadrain
your
said that
dice.
Quadrain says that they think some of the voice actors are board game content creators.
I see.
That's
That's what that comment meant. I see.
That is...
Okay, exploration marked off with which has a star, and so I am filling in another circle.
Perfect.
It is next to, but not on, an exclamation point.
You're almost there. You're almost unlocking a constellation point.
There.
That's great.
Yay!
Almost
so close.
there at the bottom.
And I think you're rolling 2 dice, right?
I am. I'm going to be rolling 2 dice for a little while.
But don't forget, if you
I've
have
had a bad
rerolls,
day.
if you have rerolls,
Because I was eaten by a shadow monster for a few minutes.
Yeah.
It was unpleasant.
Temporary.
It gave me some evil sounding prophecies. So 6 and 11. The lower is 6.
So
I rolled a 6.
Remember, if you have reroll tokens, you can reroll one of your dice if you decide you want to.
I do have a reroll token.
You don't have to.
I have a reroll token.
You go lower.
What am I doing?
You would
Survivor.
reroll just a 6.
Right, which could be even lower.
Correct. So
That's
that's why I
correct.
say it's your choice.
Sure, why not? Let's execute the game mechanics.
Is that
I'm
what the
using
safety pirate would do?
Yeah, right?
Well, 6 isn't safe. We have to try to get something higher. We got a 9.
Okay. So it's a
There
9
you go,
plus
safety pirate.
9 plus how much?
Plus, well, this is my first one, so I guess that's 1, right?
Okay, so it'll be a total of 10. Beautiful.
Yeah, am I doing that right?
Yes, you are.
Yep,
You
you did
first
it right.
use it, it's a 1.
Yep, you did
Yeah.
it right. Okay, so
So it's total of 10.
Yeah, you just however many spots along that track you've managed to cross off.
And you cross them off when you use them.
No,
Just
you cross them off when it says you gain a skill point in it. So, like for example, you just went to the survivor camp. You gained 1 exploration, so you cross exploration off, and then you mark a star if it has a star in it.
Yeah, and then
now you have a permanent 1 bump to every exploration check.
And I'm also rolling. It happens to be that they're telling me to increase
And
it
then you roll,
it.
right? And then
Yeah.
you do the check. But you get the bump before, like you get the bump first.
So
So it
basically,
counts for this roll.
anytime I tell you to mark something on this track, it will count toward whatever we're doing at that time.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a total of 10. My apologies.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So now we're
Okay.
going to read a passage here. Here we go.
You find a group of survivors sheltering from the fires around them. They tell you that blue fire cultists descended scant hours ago and set the island ablaze. The fire was supposed to be blue, but apparently they screwed that part up.
They're neighbors for ages.
An old woman tells you.
We rely on each other. We asked them why they would do this to us, and they said it was foretold by a ship full of prophets who visited their island. The prophets described the flames and inspired the cultists to take vengeance on us evil people across the rocks.
What kind of prophets? You ask.
The cultists said they dressed like pirates. Kind of like you.
The other survivors look at you and stand, muttering angry words. You swear you had nothing to do with it, but the survivors are convinced you are there to loot them, having tricked cultists into doing your dirty work. They attack.
Oh my. So, crew.
Wow.
We are losing a crew member. So someone please, I think, is that, yeah, -1. Retrieve card 74 Stern Eye Patch from the story deck. So that is for Barry, right? Is this who we were doing?
So I take story card 74.
Correct. And then we're going to lock action 2. So I don't know, Suzanne or whomever's doing that.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Not all pirates. Not all pirates.
But definitely, yeah. Alrighty.
Okay. So we are at number...
Stern Eye Patch. When you gain this card, Misfortune +2 and Infamy +3.
Oh.
And you have some stats
But then at the
on
bottom of the card,
Yeah.
at the bottom of the card, it also has +1 Captain Hat, +1 steering wheel.
So now you are always
So a
going
lot
to
of
have
things
an
are happening.
additional 1 swagger. So anytime you do a swagger check, whatever's on your track, the one you mark,
So I
your roll,
increase my swagger.
but you don't mark it on your track. This is just basically as long as you have the card, you have this bump, but it's a virtual bump. So you're not actually putting
Right.
that on your
It's
track.
in addition to what I've written on the
Correct.
character sheet.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the other one is
same
navigation,
with
I
the
think?
navigation.
Yeah.
And then for the other part, it's Misfortune +2, so I take 2 more Misfortune tokens.
Oh no,
Right?
you do. Yes, you can.
Good gravy.
But your infamy
Which
does go
I
up. But your infamy goes up by 3.
I should have discarded 1, so I'm now up to 4, and Infamy +3.
Yeah, so you
So
are
I
gonna
am
be... Yep.
very infamous now.
You are
Super infamous.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Good turn. So number 4,
To the pukey puppy.
Pukey puppy. All right, here we go. So cheer up the crowd. Crew +1.
Okay.
Swagger +1.
Nice.
And then perform a swagger check, please.
All right. I do have a misfortune, so I'm gonna use that and get rid of it because I just had 1.
That's not bad.
Oh, I rolled an 11
Woo.
and a 2.
Oh, ooh. Please say you have a reroll. Please say you
Wow.
have a
3.
reroll. Reroll.
I have no rerolls.
No.
Wow, that's terrible.
Okay. I don't like my moderator saying, "Wow, that's terrible." That seems like a bad sign.
So, what was your total there?
This is the swagger where you like walk in the room all cool and then
Not
you
this
trip.
one.
You
This
trip.
one. Exactly. Then you trip. Exactly.
Little face plant.
Yeah.
So, what's the total there, Antigone?
3.
Oh,
3.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Read entry 328. Well, let's see where this lands us.
This is not going to be good, I'm going to assume.
Everyone at the bar is pretty down due to their town being attacked from the neighboring Blue Fire cult. You attempt to sing a song of sorrow to show empathy, but all the smoke makes it tough to hit the right notes without coughing. You end up passing out from smoke inhalation, which does little good for morale.
Misfortune, so you're going to gain 2 misfortune, and you're going to lock action 4. Oh, that's so
That is
agony.
hilarious.
So, yeah, that didn't go well there. So, all right, but I believe you are next again, Antigone. No, you are.
Yeah.
I am. That's right. I forgot. All right, I'm just gonna work the ship because I
Yep.
figured that might help us get our hull back up or get some supplies or something.
So you have the book there,
work the
Suzanne.
ship.
So you can choose what you want to do there.
Okay. So I get
What
to
is-
choose 2 of the following. Just no roll, no check. I just get to do this stuff. So I can repair the hull. I can scare off pesky fire gremlins, which will gain supplies and infamy, which I don't really care about infamy. You can chart a course. Ooh, Mandy, would you do me a favor and toss up the board so I can see where we are?
Sure. It's gonna take
Because
it a
chart a
minute there,
course would let me scout, which could be good.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. And I could rummage through other people's belongings. I can choose a player and steal a treasure from them. Because
Ooh.
we may be a crew, but we are a crew of pirates after all.
That's fair.
But thankfully, I am seeing the cracks in the hull and a little worried. So I'm going to repair the hull. So I'm going to gain 1 on our hull.
Yeah, I see.
And then I'm going to chart a course. So that will allow me to gain 1 navigation. And so on my personal navigation track, I gained a point.
Okay.
But then I also get to scout 2 spaces.
Okay.
So Mandy, that's you drawing 2 navigation tokens, please.
Yep. All right. Got it.
And we will put them to the northeast of our island location.
Here.
And 1 between the green island and yes, there. Yes,
Okay.
1 there. Yep. And 1 between the green and the pink island.
Right here. take a minute for you to see that.
Perfect.
All right,
Yes,
so I'm
perfect,
going to
thank
flip
you.
those now. So, this one looks like smooth sailing, 001, and this one not
Nice.
so much, 024.
Oh.
What's that?
So
That doesn't look very
it
friendly.
doesn't look good at all, actually. That last one there.
It's a boat.
Oh wait, that's my boat. Let's go there.
All right.
That's your boat? I don't think that's your boat.
My friendly black boat.
Barnacleberry.
Barnacle
Run
Berry.
away.
Very odd idea of friendly. I don't think
It's called
so.
Shadow Death. It's very friendly.
All right.
Alrighty, so that is my scouting action. I believe we are all done with our actions this round.
We
Mandy,
are.
take us
All
into
right.
the end.
Here we go. So we will be reading passage 810. Here we are.
With the town in crisis and there being little you can do about it, you decide to move on and not return.
All right, so threat +1. Place a lock token on this space. You cannot move the ship to this space for the remainder of the game.
Oh, it's fine. Okay.
All right. Starting with the player with the highest infamy and proceeding clockwise, each player with one or more Constellation Event tokens must resolve their Constellation Events. Okay, so this is where we're going to be reading some stuff. And the highest infamy player moves the ship one space. Read the entry listed below. So we're going to do the infamy...
Constellation Events first.
Yes, the Constellation Events first.
So if you have managed to get to the N exclamation mark, then you take a token. If you have a token, now is when you... In the middle of your book, there is a page called Constellation Events. So you would go to your Constellation page, and you would mark off the top one. Yes? No, not you yet.
This is my constellation situation?
Nope, not yet.
I have not reached it yet.
Correct. You have to actually mark off the exclamation.
It's its own space, yeah.
So when you do that, you can mark off the top one. You start at the top of your Constellation Event page and read what happens. So I do not have one. It sounds like Joe does not have one, but Ruel.
I have one.
Oh,
bring it.
Here we go.
Okay. So I just read from the top to bottom, right? To start with the first one.
Yeah, you just do the one. Yeah, just one per token. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jeff Rugen was the first target I was able to track down. I used my Fists of Fury, but it didn't do the job. First time that's happened in 42 days. I eventually took him down, though, and made sure to make it look like an accident so the others didn't catch on. Treasure +1, infamy +2.
Okay.
Woohoo. So I will take a treasure.
Okay.
What's our hand limit again? Was it 4?
Four treasure limit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, Joe, if you could adjust Duckface up, like you gained how much infamy, buddy?
I gained 2 infamy.
Yep.
All right, so you're at the top.
And this is important because the next... sorry, were those all your Constellation Events?
That was, just the one. I just read that.
Okay, that was the one you had? Okay, perfect. And this is important why we... Sorry,
I wasn't able to grab a treasure.
Oh, you weren't? Okay, let's take a look here.
Yeah.
If you can't, just refresh the page.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Yeah,
okay,
and then
cool,
you should be able to do it.
I'll do that.
And once that's all done, you being the player with the highest infamy, I presume, you will be allowed to move the ship one space, and then we will read its entry.
Okay.
I missed it. What was the flavor text on that situation? Oh, wait, I can read your character sheet. You are...
Duckface.
Duckface.
He's the assassin.
Assassin.
Yeah.
Assassin.
That's weird. I still can't get a treasure. I don't know what's going on. I refreshed the page.
I can probably help you out.
Can you help?
One
Okay,
sec here.
thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, something got removed.
I just did. So,
oh, you did? Okay. We can take it from you. Yeah.
Yeah, so now, Ruel, go into treasure in the number box below and type 11 and take.
Yeah, then you'll just be able
11?
Yeah.
Yep. And see if that works. There you go.
Got it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Why
Cool.
11?
Yeah, why 11?
Because that's the card I drew. So I drew a card and gave it to Ruel since he was having trouble drawing a card.
Thank you.
Okay.
As for the ship, where should we go? Where are we? We're here.
So we're
Let's
here.
go
Yep.
to is it 001?
Yep, so that's the sunny kind of calm seas. Is that where you'd like to go?
Yeah.
All right. And just so
Yeah.
you know, for everybody, I should have mentioned this, anytime there's an exclamation mark, even if we had several movement, we stop our movement at that tile, so for future reference. So there we go. We're going to go to 001 and see what that has to say. All right. And this is going to be read to the first mate. So whoever's the first mate, this is for you.
Merfolk appear in the water and chat amicably with the crew. Lori wanders over to greet them, and they look both shocked and elated to see him.
Lord Beauregard?
One of the Mer declares.
Lord Beauregard, it's been over a decade since we've seen you.
Everyone looks at the captain with surprise. He smirks and nudges you.
They must think I'm my father. He did a lot of trading with the merfolk. What do you think?
Okay, so advise Lori to go along with the merfolk's mistake. Advise Lori to be honest and correct the merfolk. So I don't... Who's the first mate?
I took a ton of rolls since I know how to use the app, so I didn't think about the fact that means I get a lot of these choices. Sorry.
Are we in Europe or America? Because these merfolk have a British accent, and I have questions.
Maybe they've come over to this part of the world.
Okay.
They're lost.
Someone's actually saying robot merfolk in the chat.
Yeah, because they had a little...
Yeah.
Oh, they're underwater, you know?
Well, that's
more accurate.
For the gills, you know?
Yeah. Ooh. I will make the final decision, but do Barry or Duckface, do y'all have any input on honesty versus playing along? I feel like playing along could be a trap. I feel like...
That's my feeling too. I think you need to correct them.
Yeah, I mean, I want to argue with them anyway, and so since they think, I mean, to be true, play it safe. Well, safety is honesty, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Merfolk are violent.
You've not heard about
it's
Suzanne?
2 against 1, and I'm the first mate.
There it is.
I'm going to advise Lori to be honest because I want to argue with the merfolk anyway
This
because
is the
I
most
am.
dangerous mission of
The debater pirate.
Debater pirate. There he goes.
Okay, so being honest.
Actually, Lori's the son of the person you think.
Exactly.
All right.
I am sorry, my friends, but I am not Lord Beauregard. Rather, I am his son.
The Mer are almost skeptical as he looks so exactly like the man they knew.
I'm afraid more than 10 years have passed since my father fell ill and died.
The merfolk wail in sorrow. Wow, Captain, you say. Your father must have been a great man.
He was okay. Not much of a pirate, though.
Lori sighs with a shrug. While saddened by the news, the merfolk prove eager to aid the son of beloved Lord Beauregard and call for other Mer to help resupply the ship.
All right, so choose one. All players gain a treasure or supplies +4.
Nice.
Oh.
Treasure.
Yeah, we're pirates.
All right.
We don't have long-term vision on our ship supply system. We want the treasure.
We're not warehouse workers.
All right, so
All right.
everybody gain a treasure. Draw a treasure card.
Perfect. And then
I got a rooster that does math.
Okay.
I got waterproof boots.
Nice. That seems handy.
It says
what did I
ugly
get?
but
I got-
functional, just like you. Screw
Okay.
you,
Wait, I lost the
card.
card.
Ooh.
Where'd my
You
other
can't
card
get a
go?
card, or do you need help, Ruel?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
do you see the plus?
Do I gotta do
button
that
next to
11
the
trick
pile?
again?
Okay, so yeah, take card 4.
4?
Yep. Treasure card 4. Yep, there you go.
Okay. Oh, I got a cursed boomerang.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
If
So-
when I do a brawn or exploration check, I can spend a crew to add 3 to my result.
Oh, geez, that is cursed.
Throw 'em
I love
overboard.
that.
Peace out.
I gained 3 infamy. I got a rooster that does math, and after you gain this card, gain 3 infamy. So, Barnacle
Ooh.
Berry, could you please gain 3 infamy for me?
Yes.
I'm not allowed to bury this treasure, but it does give me +1 swagger and +1 brawn.
Which is pretty nice. And
Yeah.
we will be going to page 3, Suzanne, whenever we're done there.
Got it?
I've removed the token from the game, and we need to check our threat level.
We are good on threat, Captain.
All right. Thank you very much. So, onward. And we are going on to the open seas Staying at sea too long will put a lot of wear and tear on the hull. So, before we jump into that, this would be about the halfway point of this juncture. Would you like to take a short, kind of 5-ish minute break, or would you like to continue this scenario and then take a break? What would you all like to do?
I think we should take a break.
Yeah, I think
agree.
maybe
Let's
now's
take
a
a
good
break.
time. So everybody, sit tight. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Unfortunately, we will be muted, but we will pop back on very soon. All right, we are back in action. Thanks everybody for being so patient and waiting. We wanted to be nice and refreshed for the next half of Forgotten Waters, Kraken's Eye. All right, I feel like that was kind of Freddy Krueger versus like Kraken, but whatever. So now you'll notice we have.
Actually, I just want to tell chat what I just told you, which
Yes,
is I did have to take a bathroom break, and my cool pirate costume ring did fall off my finger, but it did not fall into the toilet. And I was very proud.
That is a celebration. I'm telling you, it really is.
Because I thought it did, but it didn't.
Okay, so we are on the open seas. You'll see a spot. I don't know if we've hit this yet. Hungry Crew. I don't think we've done this one yet, have we, Suzanne?
We have not.
Okay, so Hungry Crew, what ends up happening is here, the player with the lowest infamy will resolve the Hungry Crew action in addition to their own action. So that's going to be Barry, Barnacle Barry. So you'll be resolving the Hungry Crew in addition to your chosen action. Okay?
Listen, we all have to make sacrifices sometimes. I know it's been a while since we had food, but we're gonna get rich soon, any day now. Hang in there.
Exactly. Good to go.
Have a
I love
line.
that morale boost. Thanks, Barnacle.
It was very, very, very nice. Very nice for the crew.
Yeah, I hate having such low infamy. I have to talk to these people.
All right, so Barnacle Berry is going to take that. I have one navigation bump for sail.
You should take that then, because my navigation's weak.
And then, so I'll take that, and then I'm first.
And while you're doing that,
I
have a question for the chat. I'm sorry, I meant to ask this when we came back from break. I have created my own pirate brew just now. It's a mixture of pear Summersby with Kronenberg Blanc beer. So, anybody else, are you having a fantastic pirate brew this evening? Okay, you can go ahead now.
Ooh.
Wait,
Pears?
did you say it has beer in it?
Yeah, so Summersby, okay, Canadians in the chat, Summersby, they have different flavors. Apple, pear, blackberry, whatever. It's like a cider. So I mixed
cider.
some of that, so it's an alcoholic cider. Mix some of that with Kronenberg Blanc, which is a very light French beer, and it is very tasty. Just thought I'd let you all know.
Right, because you rarely drink alcohol, so that is.
I know, but it's so good. I just couldn't help
Bottoms up, sister.
Two of them.
All right, my apologies. What's happening? What's the buzz?
Okay, so I'm going to go fishing, and I'm going to take the sail action. So that Duckface. Oh, did you want to take the fish action, Duckface?
Yeah, only because my hunting, I've got 2 bumps on the hunt.
Oh, I have 2 as well, so it doesn't. No
okay.
problem. I don't mind going.
worries.
I can chart a course. I don't mind.
Okay.
Thanks,
Ooh,
Otter,
should
for subscribing. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I know,
Thank
right?
you.
best. Thank you.
Thank you, Otter Pyro.
Oh wait, hold on. The drinks are coming in. I'm sorry. This is important. We need to take a minute here.
Nice.
So here we go.
Cider.
Coydren's having a brew tea, and look at James is having a cider as well. You go. Okay,
Nice.
I love it.
Very
Sorry.
nice.
Love
All
a
right.
good dry cider. I could chart a course, or I don't know. Should we
What's
ready?
the skull? What is the skull and crossbones symbol on some of these?
Yeah. What is that one again?
So
That's,
yeah, so what they do in this game is they try to tell you not to look up what the actions are in advance and just kind of go with it. But yeah,
okay.
so
But the symbols.
infamy.
No, it's infamy.
Infamy is
the
the
symbol's infamy.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not a.
It relates to infamy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. There's treasure. There's supplies. Got it. Okay.
Okay. All right, I will chart a course then, and I will sail. So I'll be
cool.
sailing focused as the first mate. Arr.
Awesome. Thank you. And then I'll fish.
Sweet.
Oh, and my thing is a swagger, so I really got to up my game and how I talk to the crew. Can't be all apologetic.
All right.
Got to be inspiring.
So we've taken all our things there.
Yep.
So Barry, you should put your marker on your action. We know that Hungry Crew you will have to resolve. So what's the other action that you're doing?
Oh, I thought I had to take it.
You do. So it's in addition to.
In addition
to your normal action. Yeah. So please pick another one, and then we'll know that you're doing.
And if you want to take chart a course, I can take a different action. I don't mind.
I would like to take charter course.
Okay.
I have
I
enough
will
storage.
talk to the crew then.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was going to talk to the crew enough as it is.
Yeah.
gotta leave that
I'm
to
ready
the
for
debater.
a good discourse. So,
You can whip them into shape after I apologize to them.
Nothing says piracy like discourse.
Like discourse, exactly. You got it. Okay, Barnacle Berry. Hungry crew, here we go. You are going to choose one of the following. I'll read them out, but I can repeat because there's a lot. So, feed the hungry crew. Spend a number of supplies equal to the current hunger, which is 3. If you do not have enough supplies, you cannot choose this option. In addition, you will gain an infamy, and you will remove a discontent. So, that's the first one. The second one is ask them to go hungry. Discontent goes up by 2, your swagger increases by 1, and your infamy decreases by 1, which in this case wouldn't do anything. Let them raid the supplies is the final option. Infamy plus 4. If supplies are at 0, then discontent plus 2. Otherwise, lower supplies to 0. And you have to choose one of the following of those. So do you want me to go through them again?
Just the beginning of the first one.
Sure. So feed the hungry crew. Spend a number of supplies equal to the current hunger.
Okay.
Which we have enough.
So
yeah.
We have enough. We could be responsible and just feed them like good employers. We're not doing the third one.
Would that also lower our discontent, Mandy?
It would also lower our discontent, and you would gain an infamy as well. So that's not a bad option.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have trouble later, but we don't have to make them go hungry when we have supplies. So we'll do that one now. We'll lower our discontent. I don't know what discontent does, other than if it gets high, it's real bad.
That's
so
a pretty good. Yeah, that's a good assessment.
Let's feed the crew because we have supplies today.
And
the result is what are the results of that choice?
We end up with 2 supplies, 1 discontent,
and you should be going
crew is fed
up on the.
And then I increase what?
1.
My swagger.
No, you're going to increase yourself on the infamy track. So you're just going to move up 1. So you're going to be above Duckface. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there you go.
Perfect.
And nothing happens to my skills.
No, not for this one.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's why they give you an additional
Alrighty.
action, because you're just feeding the crew. Okay, so chart a course, and that is also Barnacle Berry. So now you will
Chart
be
a
looking at
course.
your stats. So you're going to give yourself +1 on your exploration track.
Okay, I am spending this Misfortune token. I'm rolling 2 dice.
Yep, and now you're going to do
to
your
explore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm increasing. I'm getting another exploration X.
Correct.
Which
Correct.
is again on a star, which means that I am getting my first exclamation point of my constellation.
And don't forget to check your
Yay.
cards. If you have cards that have stats, make sure to check
Oh,
those.
my cards. Thank you. Yeah, my waterproof boots give me +1 exploration, and let's see what this is. Oh, I didn't roll for the other ones, so that doesn't matter. I didn't roll for swagger or navigation.
No,
Okay.
you're good. Yeah.
Yep,
But I have waterproof boots.
Great.
So I'm gonna have a +2 from my character sheet on exploration, and a +1 for my waterproof boots, which
That's
I
great.
love.
Nice.
They're fancy. And I rolled a 2 and a 9. So the 2 is the one that counts, plus the 3 I get from bonuses is a 5.
Okay, it's still not a bad option, because now you're going to get to scout 2 spaces. So I've put the screen up there, so you can let me know where you would like me to place some 2 tiles.
I love scouting.
Yeah.
It is so safe. So we have to go through these clouds. There's no path on Earth to go around the clouds.
Correct.
So I will definitely scout the space that is not the dark pirate ship there, next to those clouds. That one.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right.
That's
good choice,
where we
Barnacle
want to go.
Berry.
And then
Nice
because I
mistake.
have an extra one somewhere in our circumference, right? So I'll do the one directly below us, next to the pink.
Right here?
In case we have, case we have a reason to go around.
So let's flip that. So this one just looks like a lot of fog. Number 17. And this one here.
And I can only see you with the Twitch delay, so
Yep, that's okay. I'm
that's what
still
takes me a
flipping
second.
things over, so no worries.
Yeah.
And then the
Another
002
boat.
is, yes, a boat, but it's calm seas, so it's not too bad.
He's a
Interesting.
little boat.
A little boat. That
It's
sounded
not
very
a big boat. It's a
Minnesotan
little
there.
boat.
Is that what that was?
Or it's just not close to you yet.
Oh,
goodness.
hashtag perspective. Hashtag foreshortening.
Okay.
Now today in art class.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
So that
what was I doing? I was exploring.
Yep.
So that was your scouting
turn.
action.
That
Yep.
was your scout action.
That's
so
your
that's it.
Well, no, that's chart a course.
Sorry, chart a course.
Oh,
all
I
of that
see.
was included in that action. So if you, the other symbol you're seeing is if you had rolled higher, you would have received a treasure as well, but you didn't have the roll for it. So, yep.
That's okay.
Because you are a misfortunate soul.
I am.
Poor misfortunate soul.
All right, Duckface McGillicuddy.
All right, let's go.
Catch us some fish.
Where it could catch some fish. So I go to the hunt.
Yep. So you are going to add a hunt and then perform a hunting check, please.
Okay, so I got a +3 now to my 4, so that's 7.
Okay. And no cards?
No card.
Okay. So you are just going to gain supplies +1. So we gain a supply.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it.
Awesome.
One more hunger round. All right.
All right, and number
All right.
5. There we go. So I'll let you do that, Suzanne.
I'm talking to the crew. I can choose 2 of the following. I can trade with a crewmate, which means I can gain a reroll token or discard a treasure and draw a treasure. I can have a drink, which will let me gain swagger +1, which might not be bad. And I can challenge another pirate. I can choose a skill and one of my fellow pirate mates, and both of us must perform a check of the chosen skill. Whoever has the higher result gains 3 infamy and steals a treasure from the other player.
Ruh-roh.
Do it.
What do you say?
Alrighty.
Safe
I am definitely going to gain a swagger. Arr.
Yeah.
I am full of swagger, and I have a constellation event now. That gets me to that one. So I'm going to get some story points. And then... Duckface McGillicuddy, I challenge you.
Bro.
Bring it. Okay.
I challenge you to a swagger off.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty.
Okay, here we go.
Duckface.
I will say though, right now I am rolling with misfortune, so there's a really good chance I'm not gonna do well here.
Oh.
I have a question for Duckface. Is that your given name? Did your mama see you and say, well, for this McGillicuddy, I think he's a Duckface?
Yep.
Yeah, that is my given name. My mother's name was Catface.
Oh, that's it.
So tradition.
It's traditional.
Yeah.
Traditional McGillicuddy names.
Yeah. Yeah.
A swagger
good
challenge.
Good Scottish name.
Is that like a
Catface.
catwalk? There you go. Yes, exactly that,
Alright.
Udar. A catwalk. I agree.
Okay.
I have swagger value of total with my bonuses. I have a swagger value of 9.
All right, all right.
I just rolled a 10, and I've got a +1, 11.
What? The crowd goes wild.
Well, actually, oh no.
Uh-oh.
I committed the logical fallacy of overconfidence. All right, so
I'm just picturing you doing a catwalk, like doing a runway walk in your boots. Just like showing off
That's
your
right.
pirate gear, swinging your hips.
that's exactly what I did. All right, so Duckface gains 3 infamy.
Wow,
Ooh,
look at
yeah.
that.
And
right to the top.
Duckface gets to steal a treasure from me.
What?
So if you click on the infamy track, if you click on the hand icon next to my name, next to my treasure too, you can see the cards I have in my hand.
Ooh.
Yep.
Right?
There you go. And I put
And
them on
then
screen for
you
everybody.
you would type in the treasure field whichever card you want to take from me. You would type that number and click take, and it will remove it from my hand and put it in yours.
How do you tell
Oh.
treasure cards from story cards?
Their color. So treasures will be yellow.
Or purple.
Or purple. Story cards are usually blue, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to steal, is that number 17?
Sure.
Rooster that does math.
Oh, I liked
Rooster
my
does
rooster. Farewell,
Cannot be
little
buried.
rooster.
Aww.
So do I gain an infamy then because I gained the card?
Yes, but you're at the top of the infamy track, so,
you won't be going anywhere.
You're at max infamous right now.
Okay, cool. Oh, and I'm also over my hand limit, so.
Yeah, so there's a weird thing with hand limit. It doesn't like.
You have 5 treasures.
There's an order.
Yeah, or I 5 cards. Yeah, treasure cards.
Right, so you just discard one. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get rid of the intoxicating perfume.
Yeah, I think.
Oh well, actually, why didn't you discard the sack of moldy fruit?
What is that? Does discard to gain? Oh, okay, yeah, because then I get that bonus, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I will take a swagger by discarding this. I just hit the little trash symbol, right?
Yep.
Boom. Swagger.
If people have been hanging out with us in the stream have noticed, like, and actually since Joe and Ruel, you are new to this, I've played this game a lot, Mandy has as well. What do you think about this remote play app so far?
I love it. I think it's so cool that we can play this type of game online, right? I've played other ones that I'm not the biggest fan of like TTS or Tabletopia, but this I think this lends itself well to the online experience. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's fun.
Yeah, I haven't played it with people who don't know what they're doing. I've only played it now with you, who's already an expert. But like but it's I like that it has what Board Game Arena has, which is the 2D interface that's like pretty straightforward to approach. But it also has the high resolution that Board Game Arena lacks. Well, mostly. I mean, some of it's a little hard to see, but mostly it's pretty clear. And it's I guess there's the eye. Yeah, you can get a little bigger. And it's for a game that's so fiddly with so many components to deal with. I really appreciate what they've done here. That they just were like, no, we need to build it from scratch.
Right.
Yeah.
And the voices are amazing. I love the voice narration.
Yeah,
That's
they
just
cared
part of
very
the
much
process.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story and the voice, but the remote play. I mean, I don't know if they would have done this if it weren't for COVID. Maybe. Like this is like for success of this game during COVID, they had to do this. If they didn't do this, it would be a much smaller audience.
Sure. No, I think it's just I've really enjoyed it.
They were smart to do it this way.
I think it's a genius interface. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it should be done more. Like I
hear ya.
Like I appreciate being able to play board games with people who don't live nearby me. And we've all gotten used to not having the tactile experience, but having the video game experience instead, and it's close enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
I don't live near you.
I am going to sail. I'm sorry, what was that, Joe?
Sail.
To the
You're gonna
sailing.
sail? Where's
right.
that? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I had it locked so nobody, because I have to take it.
Oh.
So I get navigation +1, and then we're gonna do a navigation check. Hey, y'all, it's super fun. I still have a misfortune on this check, so let's see how this goes.
So while
it did not go well.
While you're talking about that, for people who are kind of following along for rules, for discarding, if you have too many, you discard first and then draw a treasure. So that's the first thing. In this case, it didn't really matter, but for going forward. Misfortune tokens, you only use those when you are doing a skill check. So if you have to roll a die for something other than a skill check, you do not use your misfortune tokens.
When else do you roll a die? Just sometimes.
Sometimes I guess there's like random scenarios where it may ask you to, but if it's not testing any kind of skill, then you wouldn't have to use it.
And Ruel, you got the swagger, but did you consider the 2 supplies so we could feed our crew again?
Yeah, I apparently wasn't. I only think about myself.
That's fine. I just want to make sure you're consciously thinking about yourself and letting the crew starve deliberately. That's what I want. I want it to be malice, not accident.
Well said.
Okay, so I roll the 1. So our total for navigation is 3, which means I lose an infamy. So
okay.
You could knock me down on the infamy track, and then we can spend 3 supplies or hull to move 1 space.
Wait, why is this happening? What did we do?
Because it's the sail action.
You're just really bad at sailing.
I'm super bad at sailing, aka rolling dice. Correct.
So, as people who've played this game before, is it easier to fix the hull, or is it easier to get more supplies, or are they the same?
You don't want to lose
easier
hull.
To get more, yeah, it's easier to get supplies back.
Hull, if hull gets to 0, we're losing the game. So.
Right.
So I think we could lose 2 supplies in 1 hull, or all 3 supplies. Does anybody have a point of view?
Lose all
Well,
the
if you're
supplies.
saying the hull's important, let's lose the supplies.
All right, done.
Well, let's lose supplies. Boom.
So Mandy,
yep.
Where are we gonna go?
All right,
We're
so
gonna
we've
move
lost
1
the
space.
supplies. So oh, hold on a second here.
We
sorry.
spent
Are we
all of
moving
our
a space?
pirates.
Is that part of your action? I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm moving. I
All
need
right.
to see the map.
I didn't realize that's what you
The
were doing.
old piratey map.
Sorry, I have a very
Yarr.
unruly dog on my lap
Arr.
right now. Okay.
Alrighty. Oh. Okay. Do we want to go to land? I think we go. We got the lantern. We got the. That's a good thing, but the island's been there from the beginning. Do we want to go to the island, or do we want to go the fog?
I would go to the island.
All right. To land, we need a break. We need a chance to resupply, honestly.
Yeah.
Did we? We've not
You're
been
not
to
gonna resupply the
953,
fog
have we?
because-
We haven't, or have we? We've not been to 953, have we?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
In
'cause
fact, that's the one that's locked. We cannot go back to.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
So which one are we going
So-
to? The
Oh,
one
is there a
above?
lock token?
But we can go to 963.
Oh yes, there we go. Alrighty, 963 it is. Okay, so that was your thing. Move the ship. Great. Now that was the last action, I believe.
End of the round, baby. That's all you, Captain.
It's pink.
All right.
It's Love Island.
So now
Nothing
we are
bad
going
happens
to
on
read...
Love Island.
Oh no, never. All right, here we go. All right. Threat +1, so we increase the threat.
It's bad.
That's unfortunate. Starting with the player with the highest infamy and proceeding clockwise, each player with 1 or more Constellation Event tokens must resolve their Constellation Events. So, whoever's first on the list for infamy goes first, and then we go in order.
Do you have any?
So that Constellation token I used last, I don't get rid of the Constellation token, right? It's just...
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
It's you. It's
Oh, I
one
do.
and done.
You've read it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
So now when you hit your
then
next
I do
one...
not have one this time.
Correct.
Okay.
I got my first one.
All right.
It's time for Constellation Event. I just took my token and I'm going to put it back. Here we go. Moldy Pete went over the edge of the ship in the dead of night. If he'd been wearing one of these, we would have spotted him instantly and fished him up. Instead, he was wearing that dark monkey costume he was so fond of. God's rest his moldy soul. This is my finger wagging to the crew, trying to show them about the new amazing life preservers that have been invented. Crew -1.
Okay.
Moldy Pete will be remembered. Discontent -1.
Nice.
No one liked Moldy Pete, so we all feel better now. Retrieve card 56, Reflective Vest from the story deck. Oh, it's a reflective vest.
It's so
Story deck.
perfect for the safety pirate.
It is actually. Are you doing a safety dance?
I love it.
I think so.
This is the safety dance on board the ship. On the Unsinkable II.
Exactly.
Reflective Vest. When you would lose 1 or more crew, you may return this card to the story deck to lose 1 fewer crew and discontent -1. Look how happy our crew is for a ship with no supplies.
Well, that's because they don't know yet.
Brief
Yeah, we
respite.
just-
Exactly.
All right, and then I also have a Constellation event. It was weird bumping into Ashley after all these years, and it was painful to be dressed all scroungy the way I was, and her looking all fancy now. I guess the education my folks gave her paid off. She shouldn't have been traveling with so many baubles, but hey-oh, that's a lesson they don't teach in school. Gain a treasure and gain a reroll token.
Ooh.
What was the implication there? What was going on?
So at the beginning of my story, I eschewed my parents' attempt to send me to college. And I said, give it to Ashley, the bar wench down the road. And so the continuation of the story here is that I run into her. She's looking very fancy, like that education really paid off for her. But then I rob her.
That's a really effective way to live your life.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Right?
I got some treasure. I'm good.
Yeah. She's doing all that work, and you're like, yoink.
Exactly.
And I got a gold-plated skull out of it.
Ooh.
If you bury this card when you have misfortune, treat it as burying 2 treasures. Okay.
Okay. And what's Atar
Very
saying?
nice.
Bumping into, in quotes, sword tip first.
Dang.
So
brutal.
Dirty. All right. So
Alrighty.
the ship did move. Yepperoonies. And we will read 963. Are either of the following written on the ship's log? Let's take a look here. Across the water is not. On the rock is. So there we go. Is out of luck written on the ship's log?
No,
is
it's
not. All right, here we go.
A sad cultist named Andre, stationed at the island's harbor, forbids entry.
I can't allow your crew to come ashore, as no one else is here. The others are off celebrating a successful raid.
He tells you.
Why aren't you with them?
One of you asks, and the man seems crestfallen.
They forgot about Dre.
It seems you should have gotten here sooner.
I'm sorry, that was so good. And they
That's
forgot
the
about
line
Dre.
of the game right there. They forgot about Dre.
And for
Folks,
anybody who does not know that line, come on. Do you want to share it,
That
Ruel?
line.
Come on.
Go ahead,
I
man.
don't
No,
know.
please go ahead.
I
You
don't
are
know
the
the
guest. You are the guest. Go ahead.
It was oh my god, it's an Eminem song,
It is
right?
an
But he
Eminem
had-
song where they forgot about
it was
Dre.
the one he did with Dr. Dre.
Correct.
Oh my gosh. Brilliant,
That is-
brilliant reference.
So now
folks.
you all need to go and look that up just to hear that line, and this will be 10 times funnier.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Is it a line in a song?
It is. It is
Yes.
in the
Yes.
song.
They forgot about Trey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget about Dre.
Forgot about Dre.
I can't believe they put that in
Me
this.
too.
Wow.
That's so good. I'm here for
I
it.
love this game.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
right.
here we go. So Hull. Oh, actually, before we do that, anybody jumping in now? Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. There are spoilers. If you have not played this game before, be forewarned. This is a DLC, so it's an addition to the current game. So just giving you a moment to duck out now if you don't want to stay. Kawaii Juplace, thank you for joining. We appreciate you being here. Okay. Hull +3. So we gain 3 on the hull. Threat
Oh.
also increases by 1.
No.
The highest infamy player moves the ship 1 space, and I have it on the board there, and then we will read the entry listed on the new space.
Alrighty. Ruel. I'm sorry. Duckface.
Duckface.
Do we dare go into that fog, friends?
Oh boy.
Well, it's either fog or into the unknown.
Right, and I think it's the devil. Better the devil you know than you don't, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just fog. What could go
Well,
wrong?
I forgot about Dre, so let's go to the fog.
So good, I can't even. All right, so 17. Here we go.
The weather in this region is treacherous and unpredictable. You creep slowly through the fog out of a sense of caution. But after only an hour, it lifts and reveals beautiful blue skies.
Okay, so turn to page 7.
Got it.
All right, and
But
I'm removing this token from the game.
yeah.
Oh, that looks so much better than that monster with abs.
And we need
Yes,
to check the threat level. Oh, yes,
Which
it does
we-
look good.
We are a full of threat. But this is the first time that the first threat check, at least in previous experience, the first threat check is usually not too bad. So we are at our threat limit. So yes, we need to mark a threat off of the captain's log,
Correct.
which Mandy is managing in paper,
Indeed.
and
There
go
we go.
from there.
All right, let me make a
And
little
why did
mark
that
on
token
it.
go away? Why did that hexagon go?
It tells you in
bye-bye?
the instructions. It'll say read the passage and then remove that token.
So it could be replaced by something else if we.
Yeah,
return
and
to
it's
this
out of the
space.
game, so it's not even in the game. It's just out of the game completely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't get a
Right.
repeat.
So we won't encounter this specific encounter again.
Exactly.
And the token is destroyed forever, like a legacy game.
Uh,
You beat it.
Just for this one. Just for this one. Okay, so we're reading 791. Here we go.
A frigate of the Royal Navy appears on the horizon.
Don't come to reclaim their ship, eh?
Laughs Lori.
We're not worried about those gits, mateys. They're slow as molasses. Onward!
All right, see, it wasn't too bad. So remove all threat from the threat track. Return all revealed navigation tokens face down to the pile. Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Okay.
Return all what?
Navigate. So I navigation tokens, and I will show you on the screen here, are the tiles that have well, the navigation symbol on them. So the tiles that have them are the ones that I pull out on the board. So I know for a fact this one is, and this one. All the other ones are
two
double-sided.
ships are, yeah.
Yeah. Everything else is double-sided. So.
Yeah, they're event tokens instead.
Correct. Okay, and they go down to the pile. Okay, so they actually go back here. Place
cool.
special location 958. Okay, I got some stuff to do here, so bear with me.
That was pretty cool, though. I mean, I don't know why the story was so helpful, but it was. Like, we found the Royal Navy, and our threat went away because our captain has so much swag. I don't know.
Adjacent to
He's
the
just
ship.
not
He might be the real deal.
Okay,
Yeah.
placing it in the first empty space
He
north.
called them gits, but he did it with an American accent, so I usually have more questions about Captain Lori.
So northeast would be here, I guess. Would this technically be northeast? I think so. Oop, wrong side. 958. Yeah. Let's say that's northeast.
Isn't that southeast?
Well, this is north. That's east. South would not
Oh,
be...
I don't know which way is north.
Yeah, never eat shredded wheat. So north
But,
is that way.
Isn't
So-
northeast the 977 tiles from where we are? Oh, you're doing it from the pink. Never mind.
So, okay. So you'd have to do it from the ship. So if we were going to say north would be just above it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Northeast, and this is... It really doesn't matter to me. Would we say where
Oh,
would you
because
say
it's-
northeast is?
Those clouds.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then it goes
977.
southeast would be the next
then it-
one.
Yep.
I see.
Which
It just
is-
like goes to
Yep.
where it can fit. I see.
So
Yep.
here.
Yes.
Is that, I
I'm
want to make sure
learning.
that's correct, right?
No, you're fine. Yeah,
Okay,
but that's
just wanna
you
make
did
sure.
correctly, Mandy.
Okay.
I just didn't
checking.
understand the rules.
No,
No, you
it's
did fine.
You were asking the right questions. I wasn't understanding, but yes, we did it. All right. Cool. Okay, so we did that. It gives us an order that I have to do it, so.
Right.
All right. That's that. So, we did that,
Well,
we did that. All right, here we are. So
there's
we
that.
are on the clear seas. So staying at sea too long will put a lot of wear and tear on the hull. So. Who's
So
up?
we could go into those clouds to where we're trying to get to. We have no supplies. And there's that little boat that looks like, I don't know what it is, but maybe they have supplies and we're pirates and we could take their supplies. It's the only reason I can think of to go southeast instead of northeast.
Yeah, that's true. Unless there's supplies in the clouds, I don't know. Is there like cloud food?
Oh,
There
we'll
is
find
cloud food.
out.
Cotton candy.
All right.
Cotton candy, yeah.
I have to take Hungry Crew because I have the lowest infamy.
Yeah, and then Duckface, you will take your action.
Okay. Well, I've done enough hunting and stuff. Why don't we go to...
I'm doing the Spearfish or the Explorer personally.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there you go. So
I'll
after,
Or
take
the
it.
Charter Course.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Charter-
would like
I-
to either do 3 or 4 if possible.
Okay, then
Because
I'll
those will
take
get
2 then.
food,
I
right?
could chart a course this time.
Okay, and then
So
Barnacle.
Explorer will not get supplies. He'll get treasure and other stuff.
So,
Well,
Sword,
wait a second. We have to
Duckface.
Somebody
we
has
have to sail and we have
sail.
to do Hungry Crew, right?
Correct.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So Suzanne will be doing Hungry Crew. That's
I'll
plus
do Hungry
her
Crew.
action. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll take the sail then, since we have to do that.
And we don't need to chart a course because we already can see where we're going.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is we don't. Yeah, exactly. Unless
Yeah,
you
right,
want that exploration
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
bump on your
But
track on your personal
Duckface
card
should be
sheet.
doing.
Which I do, yeah.
But Duckface should be doing 2 actions.
Right.
And I don't think, yeah.
Right.
So, because you are...
So I'll do sail.
Okay.
And then, well, I could do another. I could do, you wanted to do 4 or 5, is that right, Antigone? Agony?
Yeah, no, I want to do either explore or spearfish.
Okay, I'll talk to the crew then. I'll
All
talk
right.
to the crew and then I'll go sailing.
Okay, so I'll put you down for that then. Okay.
And who's doing Hungry Crew?
That's
I am.
Suzanne.
You
I have to. Yeah,
You
I
have
have
to, in addition to your
Has to.
chosen one. So then I will do. Which one do you want to do? Well, I guess I should just pick.
Yep.
Explore, or I kind of want to do spearfish. Are you good at aiming? I'm not.
No, but it is what it is. I mean,
It is what it is.
I'm not good at aiming. I'm not good at either. I'm trying to take an action that will boost my stats so I get better at it.
Okay. Well, you'll do that one. Maybe we'll get supplies out of it. I'll do explore.
All right.
All right, so Suzanne, you have your book. Take it away.
All right, hungry crew. Well, we can't feed our crew, unfortunately. We can ask them to go hungry, which will increase their discontent by 2. I will gain a swagger, and I will lose an infamy, which I'm already at the bottom of the track. Or we can let them raid the supplies. I can gain 4 infamy, and we would gain 2 discontent.
Because it's empty.
I'm going to ask them to go hungry. So,
burn.
they will get 2 discontent. Sorry, crew.
Oh, man.
But I gain a swagger, and I lose an infamy. But that's okay.
Did you want me to add the
All right.
discontent? Or did you?
I already did.
You did. Okay, great.
I did. All right. So the crew has been not fed, but they have been dealt with for a bit.
You told them a great story.
Exactly.
I did.
Sleepy time now.
I logicked them into complacency.
Oh, that's right. We shouldn't eat tonight. That's correct.
Okay, so Barry, here you go. You are doing explore, which means you have to choose 2 of the following. Here we go. Fight a walrus. So you're going to do gain a brawn and then get infamy +3. Hunt for treasure, gain a treasure. Set some traps, perform a hunting check. On a result of 10+, you'll get to read an entry. Or search the sunken ship and we'll read an entry. So do you want me to go through them again?
Wow. No.
Okay.
I can't get past that walrus. It's not the most profitable. It's just so exciting.
Yeah,
Let's
you get a
fight a
brawn out of
walrus.
the deal, but it's not a check, but you do get a brawn.
I mean, it's not strategic because I don't have a star on brawn there.
I see.
I really should be doing hunting.
But you
but
gain
it's
a brawn if you
funny.
take that one. If you fight the walrus, you gain a brawn.
Yeah, you just
I get
gain
one
it.
brawn, which
Yeah.
is I don't have as many. I won't get a star, and I don't have as many stars for brawn. But I should do hunting, and I am the safety pirate.
Ah,
so,
yes. Alas.
So I'm gonna play it safe and face this walrus some other day. Instead, I'm going to go hunting.
Okay, so hunt for treasure, so you will get a treasure. And you get one more thing.
Oh,
to
it's
do.
not a hunting with the fishing thing. It's not a hunting.
There are 2 things. So there's hunt for treasure, and then there's set some traps where you can perform a hunting check. Is that what you wanted to do?
That's what I want to do.
Okay, keep in mind you
Set
have
some
2
traps.
things that you get to choose. So
Oh, I choose 2 of these.
2. Yeah.
Okay, let's hear them again.
Okay.
Fight a walrus.
Yep, which gives you a brawn +1,
Mhm.
and an infamy you gain 3. Hunt for treasure, you gain a treasure. Set some traps, you perform a hunting check, and then on a result of 10 or more, you get to read an entry. Then search the sunken ship will allow you to read another entry.
Let's do the set traps and and the one that gets the treasure.
Okay, so you're going to pull that treasure. You can do that first. And then
Okay.
we will do a hunting check. It does not say that you gain one. It just says that you do a check. And depending on what you get, we are going to read an entry.
First of all, my treasure is Dazzling Sapphire Owl. After you gain this card, you may gain Misfortune +1 to gain Treasure +1, but my hand is full. Well, my cards are. I have 4 blue cards.
No. There's no limit to your story cards.
All right,
It's
so I only
treasure
have.
cards.
So I could take a misfortune to gain a treasure, but I have so much misfortune and I hate misfortune so much.
Yeah, misfortune.
So,
Well, especially because you're gonna do a roll right now.
sucks
So
butt.
yeah, well, I have so many misfortunes to get rid of. So I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll keep my owl. I will get rid of a misfortune to roll my 2 dice for hunting.
Yep. So whatever so you're not adding one to your track, but you're gonna use whatever you have plus your die.
I'm not adding a hunting to my track.
You are not adding one.
Oh.
It is saying to you you are just performing the check, so you are not getting one.
Okay, well I rolled a couple of 5s and that's what I got. 5.
And do you have anything else on the track?
For hunting, no, I have nothing on the track and I have nothing in treasure for hunting, but let me check my other cards.
Okay, sure.
No, I have no bonuses.
Okay, so
it is a 5.
Nothing happens because you needed to get a 10 plus.
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
I see. Well, that's the first time I've seen a check not result in an increase on the track.
Yes,
so
I know. It doesn't happen very often. You're absolutely right.
But at least I got to spend one of my misfortunes.
Yes.
Like for real, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I hate the misfortunes.
Yep.
Hey.
So, Antagony, so you gonna spear some fish. What you doing?
Is it time for me to go fishing?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I gain a name. Huzzah. Which gets me another star. Yay, stars. And then I perform an aim check. And hey-oh, guess who does not have misfortune for the first time?
Wow.
That's pirate.
Wow.
Very nice.
Wait, how would you say that? What pirate has 2 thumbs and no misfortune?
Oh my
That's a big
goodness.
pirate.
Oh boy, that was something.
Hey, all right. So I rolled a 7 plus. What are we doing? We're doing aim.
Yeah.
8. Okay.
You pointed both thumbs at yourself, and they both pointed directly at you. Successfully.
All right. I rolled an 8, which just gives me supplies plus 1. Boo.
All right.
It could have been better.
Yeah, that's
All
okay.
right.
But now we're gonna talk to the crew with
Talk to the crew.
Duckface. So you get to choose 2 of the following. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
There we go. So trade with a crewmate. So that will allow you to gain a reroll token or discard 1 treasure to draw a treasure. Next option is play hide and seek. You get hunting plus 1, so you just gain a hunting. And challenge another pirate. Choose 1 skill and 1 other player. Both you and that player must perform a check of the chosen skill. Whoever has the highest result will gain 3 infamy and steal 1 treasure of your choice from the other player. So similar to what Suzanne did to you, I think. Was it not?
Yeah, it was. So let's do the hunting plus 1 first.
Okay, so you're just going to gain that. Just gain that for hunting.
Okay.
And then
Got
you've got
that
now a
there.
choice to do the challenge the other pirate or trading with a crewmate, which gives you the reroll or discarding a treasure to draw a treasure.
You know, I feel like we need a rematch. We need a rematch with Antigone here. So let's get it on.
Bring it! We're gonna do it!
We gotta do it.
All right. What's our skill check on, bud?
Oh, do I get to choose which
Yeah,
skill check?
you choose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you pick
you
a skill.
All right. Let's do hunting. I've got a plus 4 on that.
Oh my
cheater! I got plus 2 though.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Not bad.
Okay, I rolled a 7 plus 4, 11.
Ooh,
I rolled
that's
a
pretty
3 plus 2 for 5.
That seems to be a trend, the number 5. So you are going to gain 3
Guns out,
infamy,
guns out.
which I think
We're
does
gonna
appear at the
start
top.
I'm gonna take up like a betting pool on the ship
Yeah, exactly. You
for
should.
next time.
And you're gonna get to steal a treasure of your choice from Antagony.
Okay. Antigone, what treasures do you have?
Click the hand.
Just click on the hand next to my
Oh,
name.
my bad.
And you can look at my hand and
And
just.
Suzanne, in the chat, Quadrain has said a few turns later, what pirate has 1 thumb and a custom hook and some misfortune? This pirate.
So accurate. So
love it.
accurate.
That's
So
really good.
That's funny. Okay, so I'll take that. Is it the fish catcher? Yeah, fish catcher. 5,000.
Oh, look at that. Fancy.
Oh, that's an ongoing plus 2. Okay, that's the
Okay,
virtual.
but
plus 2.
hey,
Oh.
Duckface, you're over your treasure limit.
Now, I've got now the treasure
Cheater.
card. Are the story cards different than the treasure cards?
Yes, story cards
They're
are
blue.
blue, and treasure cards are purple and yellow.
So, okay, so I have 4 of the story cards then.
Oh, then you're fine.
No. You have 4 purple cards. Those are 4 purple treasures.
Yes, I'm looking at your
Oh,
stats,
okay, got
and
it,
it says your treasures are 5, so you need to
got it.
toss one.
Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of
Is anyone here blue purple colorblind?
I am.
Okay, no,
That
that's good to know.
matters
And
for this
that's
game.
absolutely
FD
because they
gauge,
are
card,
pretty
infinity.
close in color.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this intoxicating perfume. So
intoxicating.
okay, gone. I already smell good. I don't need a perfume.
I'm looking for a non-color signifier. There's a sparkle in the lower right-hand corner of each purple card. 3 sparkles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
cool.
you go. Exactly.
I see.
And I
Thank
believe
you.
in the game, there are some scenarios that will tell you to remove the purple cards. When you do this, they're
okay.
automatically in there. But yes, you can actually remove them.
Nice.
Cool. Okay. Well,
Okay.
Thanks for nothing, Duckface. I feel a McGillicuddy vainglorious grudge building here.
I just like to see the bitterness rising. It's great.
So
it's great for morale, you know.
So good, so
we
good.
sail.
It's what we want to see from Antagony. We don't want to see calm, peaceful Antagony.
No.
No one's here for that.
Of course not.
I can't play that character.
So we're sailing, sail away, sail away,
sailing, yeah.
sail away.
That's right.
All right. I
So
feel like I'm very
Duckface.
old for singing that.
Gain a navigation. So mark off another navigation slot on your sheet.
Okay.
Yep.
And then do a navigation check, please.
Yep, and then we'll see what you'll be getting there.
I rolled a 7 + 1, 8.
And no cards that give you additional navigation?
No cards.
All right, so you are going to get an infamy +1, so you're going to go up, but you are at the top. You may spend supplies and or hull to move the ship. I'll just put that on the board. For every 2 supplies or hull spent to move the ship, it's 1 space. So you need to spend a combination of, or all of 1, supplies and hull to move the ship 1 space, but you need to spend 2 to do 1 space. So 2 to 1 ratio.
2 to 1 ratio. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to feed that crew pretty soon, right? So we should probably keep the supplies and. Y'all worried me about the hull. Like we want to keep our hull intact, right?
We have like
Well,
one
yeah, but
hamburger.
we have
for
a lot,
both.
though.
Boosted it
Yeah.
3. I think we could lose 1 supply and 1 hull and be okay.
Okay, cool. Let's go with that. I will listen to my fellow crew members.
All right. And
Oh.
where would you like to move?
Straight into those clouds, I
That's
think. Is
right,
that where we're-
buddy.
So you want to go
Yeah.
here? Yep.
To the Kraken!
Yes. Woohoo!
Okie dokie. Good. And was that the last
clouds, so-
action of the round?
Did you want those top clouds or that? Maybe it doesn't matter, but the north
Yeah,
ones or the
no,
northeast ones?
I was thinking top clouds.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
It is
numbers are the
now-
same on the tiles, so yeah, it wouldn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mandy, it is now after 6 p.m. Pacific time, and mostly being cognizant of your schedule. Do you want to continue, or do you want to save and resume?
No, I'm like, this is now going into bedtime for me, so I'm okay, because if we stop now, I'm just going to go play the Outer Worlds, the new DLC, so I have no issues continuing this game. It's totally fine. So this or Destiny 2, those are my choices, so no, thank you for asking. I
I'm fine
appreciate the
continuing.
concern. So no, we can push on
And-
as long as everyone's okay.
And Ruel and Suze, you're good to go?
I'm okay if you
Continue?
guys are. If y'all are.
I'm gonna get to the Kraken tile. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least want to get
Yeah.
us to like the
We're getting
halfway
very
point,
close
and
to it.
then yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the end of the round, so let us read that entry. All right, so threat +1.
Got it.
Starting with the player with the highest infamy and proceeding clockwise, we're going to look at Constellation Events. Does anybody have Constellation Event tokens?
Nope.
Nope.
Did the ship move this round? Indeed it did.
Yep.
Did.
And we are now going to resolve space 977. Is explored written on the log? It is not.
No.
Is out of luck written on the log? It is not. All right, here
But
we
that
go.
really makes me nervous,
Yep,
man.
you and me both.
They've asked that before.
Uh-oh.
The ship plows into the endless storm, the single most terrifying storm any of you have ever witnessed in your time at sea. Lori is as brave as ever, directing the ship northeast from the bow. Just when you think you are lost in the tempest, you come upon an ancient island dotted in the ruins of the ancients. The senior crew convince Lori to prepare for the Kraken fight there. He agrees and recruits one of you to explore the area with him. Spooky Jed shakes his head sorrowfully.
A great doom comes toward us.
He moans.
Of course it does, Jed.
Someone responds.
It's Helmut, the Kraken. But we aim to kill it, don't we?
The Kraken is but a pawn of fate.
Jed insists.
The doom is us, don't you see? We must turn back now, unless...
And as his voice trails away, Jed turns and looks around as if confused by what he sees.
Unless it's too late, and we've already done it.
You see, Jed?
Someone responds patiently.
This is why you don't get invited to parties.
Okay, that's random.
Screw you,
Return
Jed.
all revealed navigation tokens down to the pile. We actually don't have any. None of these are navigation
I think
tokens.
Jed's just drunk. I'm ignoring everything he said.
I think so. Returning to page 47.
I'm trying. There we go.
Okay, and the
Ooh.
player with the
Ooh.
highest infamy must choose action 6 as their action this round. But again, it will be that plus another action, I think it is, for that. Because remember, we're playing with less players.
Yep.
Okay, so that is done. And let's pop over here. Okay, so we are at the ruins. Okay.
The ruins.
Nice.
All right, so
Very treasure.
who is up first? So Duckface. So Duckface will be doing number 6.
For sure.
And another action, if I'm not mistaken.
So Duckface, you can pick your action first.
So you don't have to put
going
it
to
on.
bury
yeah,
treasure.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see how it is. Okay.
Look at the chat. Jed again. I told you we should have thrown him overboard earlier. So right.
Did I
It's true.
forget to
Yeah.
tell everybody about the prophecy that I had an experience with in the Shadow Monster's belly? He said something about the Kraken is a door and the lantern is the key. I think the lantern is the eye thing, and I don't think it means anything. But that's what they said. I think they were lying.
Okay.
All right. So Duckface, what are you gonna do here?
Oh, so I'm burying treasure, and I have to do number 6.
Yeah, and I
Captain's
have
mission,
your.
right?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
that
got it.
written
Okay,
down.
so
Yeah,
now
you're
it's Barnacle Berry. Sorry.
good. Now was
No.
6 locked, or did we lock 6?
I locked it because
Okay.
that's gonna be.
I'm writing it. Yeah, I wrote it down. It's just the
got it,
locking.
okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get confused. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
I just want to look at the symbols for a second, but I want to bury treasure. Burying treasure's fun.
Yeah, you totally can do that. Yep. All
Y'all not gonna help move this along, are ya? Okay. Well,
Wait, what should we be doing? Oh,
I
searching
don't
the
know.
ruins.
I'm gonna
mean, I guess-
investigate the statuary. All right. Let's do this.
All right, give her. So you are up first, number 3.
Yes, number 3. So
469. Here we go.
That's on you, Mandy.
No, you are correct. I'm laughing at the chat, by the way, because Quadrin says the voice acting is gold, but the writing is top quality too. What a great game. And I wrote, wait,
Yeah.
absolutely, wait until you meet Pantless Patty.
It's a
Suzanne,
Pantless Patty.
that's another character that you will be seeing soon in another
Awesome.
scenario.
Yes.
It's so Leisure Suit Larry.
Exactly right. Oh my goodness, that made me feel very old right there. Okay. All right, everyone, here we go.
You are surprised when, after spending time examining the statues, you find one that has a perfect resemblance to Fran from your ship, posed as if she's taking a nap in the tall grass. You hate Fran, but despite that, you find yourself appreciating the lifelike qualities of the statue. Stunning, you say,
Thanks.
says the statue, opening an eye. You've heard of magic
What?
statues before, but nothing like this. Why, the statue even has the coloration of a flesh and blood person.
Why don't you lay down here with me?
The statue offers, and swept up in the insanity of the moment, you do. Half an hour later, you get up and prepare to head back to the ship.
We should, do this again.
The statue tells you.
Afraid not, magic statue.
You reply.
I've got to get back to me ship, and, well, I wouldn't want the real Fran to know about this. She's gross.
The statue looks at you with shocked, hurt eyes, which is weird because it's just a statue. The next several days also pass awkwardly since the real Fran seems to be avoiding you.
Okay, so we're
So
gonna...
it's a statue with the same coloration and shape and voice as Fran.
That took a weird turn, but yeah.
And we're still convinced it's not Fran. It's just a statue.
Apparently.
And did someone... Who was the you in this story?
It's me.
Yeah.
You.
I just had relations with
I was going to
Fran.
ask if you had relations.
Yes.
With
so
Fran.
This is what I think has occurred, so...
I want to suggest there was no statue, and that was Fran.
Well, how could it possibly be? It was clearly just a unique statue that was magic and talked to me and was shaped and talked and felt like a person, not a statue.
So
Not weird at all. Not
and if you
weird at
find
all.
Fran gross, why is it that statue Fran is less gross?
Also
Just a
strange.
moment, I was swept up in the magic because it was a magic statue.
Oh, I see. It's the magic. That's it. That's your thing.
Obviously.
Blame the
Yeah,
magic.
okay.
Debated. That's right. You must bow to my superior logic and debate skills.
In the chat,
Debate pirate.
It's been a long
Now I
stretch
have to
at
ask
sea.
one more question, which is very
Question
important.
and answer time is over. Thank you everybody for coming. Don't forget to
Tip your waitress.
check out the souvenir stand out in the lobby and tip the valet.
There you go. Okay, so I've written Fran on the ship log. Reroll and so I'm assuming it says reroll and discontent +1, so you're gaining a reroll token, and discontent increases by 1. And for
Fran will
each
talk
time
to you.
Fran is written on the ship's log, lock action 3. So it's only written there once. So.
Oh no!
So I'm assuming
but we don't gain discontent.
Wow.
How many more times is Fran gonna show up? Oh no! I feel like we
What
started
is
something.
mediocre gamer? Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.
Wait, are we rating, reviewing, and subscribing to Fran? Because
Yeah.
that
I love it.
seems inappropriate.
Oh god, so good, so good. Okay.
I just wanted to know if you
Amazing.
were safe. You
Yeah,
know.
let's-
Always,
That
safety
is-
Okay,
pirate,
good.
always.
So I guess Fran is only written once. So lock action 3, I'm assuming will just happen the
Done.
one time
Yep.
there.
All right. So captain's mission.
Bring it on.
All right.
I'm ready.
So fill in the next captain missions box on the ship's log, which is here, and read the entry. Okay, so 049.
Hey, GB Glazer, thanks for joining us.
GB Glazer in the house.
Hey, GB Glazer.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
You follow Lori as he scours the ruins. The two of you discover a ship that has lain in ruin for decades at least. You both venture into the dark shadows of the ship's large hold, where you find a crazy old man sitting on top of a large gray stone.
Welcome, adventurers!
He cackles.
Why are you here? Just kidding! Oh, I know why you're here, all right. You seek the Kraken's eye.
And again, he laughs long and hard.
That's right.
Lori confirms.
What of it, old man?
You and so many others seek the Kraken. Some have already gone before you, and none have returned. We'll see if you're the one to snatch the monster's other eye.
Others?
Lori laughs incredulously.
No one's thought to do that. It's my idea to steal the eye in the first place.
Is that so?
The old man laughs.
Then what do you call this I'm sitting on?
You and Lori lean in and see the orb the old man sits upon is in fact not stone, but a rotting eyeball of staggering size. Lori is dismayed.
It's not real. You're a crazy old man.
He insists. The old man cackles again.
Tell me, boy, do you have the Northeast Star on you? You're gonna need that to survive the Kraken.
Oh my goodness. So, is Northeast Star
What a
written
cackle.
on this ship? I know, it was like creeping me out to the bones. So this is in the ship log. Let me just double check. It is, and this makes me laugh so much in the chat. Hornist34 graduates from lurking to advanced lurking. So someone will have to fill me in on what that means, but I like it.
Nice.
Okay, so yes. Okay, here we go. Mortar here.
Yeah, we have it.
Lori brags.
You think we'd come here without it? You're an old kook, and a liar to boot.
Well now, maybe you're smarter than you look.
The old man says. When you return to the ship, Lori keeps repeating.
He hasn't gotten it. That wasn't the real I. He's just some crazy old man.
But your captain's mood is clearly shaken.
Oh boy, so discontent +1 and reroll.
Really bad.
You're gonna gain a
This is
reroll.
super bad.
So that was
Gain a
for
reroll.
Some other giant eye.
Duckface. You're gaining a reroll as well.
Got it. Thank
Okay,
you.
You're welcome. And
I only took basic lurking, and I'm really interested in advanced lurking.
right, me too. And GB Glazer 100% would party with that crazy old man. Yep, sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think, was that our last action? Or did we have? No, we had another one. Yes,
No,
number 7.
The two of our crew are bearing treasure.
Buried treasure.
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead, Mandy.
Oh, yeah, sure. So discard. So whoever's going first here, I think it's Duckface.
That's me. Oh, no, it's Duckface.
Yep. Discard up to 2 treasures. For each treasure discarded, fill in 1 star on your constellation. Constellation.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to discard Bag of Mojo. So I'm going to discard 2 to get 2 things on my constellation here.
And Barnacle Berry, you will be doing the same.
I'm going to also discard 2.
Okay, wonderful. Wunderbar.
One of them I didn't like anyway. But I like constellation stuff more.
Yes, you want a good ending. Trust me, I've had very bad endings and it's not good. Oh. All right. And then, what is our discontents at 4? Oh, that's really bad.
And our supplies is at 0.
That's also really bad. Wow, I don't think we've ever been so... Yeah, this should be fun. All right, here we go.
Really bad. Like, again, if our discontent, is it meets or exceeds our crew, Mandy?
So you're saying we should have searched the ruins and gotten supplies, is what you're saying.
Maybe.
Well, we're going to find out, but, like, we are at... We can I want us to be prepared because this happened in another game I played and it took some players by surprise and it's understandable.
Lose.
You can just lose the game.
Yeah.
If our hull gets to 0, if discontent exceeds crew, or if we hit like our 6th threat level, which we've only gotten 1 threat. We've only hit threat once. That's okay. But discontent and crew, this is bad. So we gotta watch.
We had like 4 threat, and then it all went away when the Navy.
Right, it does clear after you do a threat event. Right, every game I've played, it clears.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So our discontent and crew problem is a problem.
It is a problem.
Yeah.
Definitely. But let's see what we see for round
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. All right. So threat +1. Oh my gosh. Starting with the player with the highest infamy and proceeding clockwise, we're going to look at Constellation. Does anybody have any Constellation tokens?
I do. I just got one.
Okay, so there you go. So Duckface, go ahead.
Wait, you said threat +1. Did we get that threat already?
Who's managing threat? Okay.
I got it.
Thank you. No,
Okay.
no problem. Thank you.
Okay. So here's my Constellation event. This is the next one in my storyline here. The Rugans are a crafty bunch. I'm going to need some more unique tools to get the job done. It was a pain to take the pug down, but the quality of weapon I was able to craft from its corpse will be well worth the effort. Retrieve card 49, Monster Tooth Dagger from the story deck.
Okay.
9. All right. So now I have the Monster Tooth Dagger.
Ooh. All right. So is out of luck written on the ship's log? It is not. So Here we go.
You sail to the northeast to reach the center of the endless storm. Despite the raging weather that beats against your vessel, Lori bravely holds the lantern aloft in the crow's nest. It glows, and something inside it spins. Lori holds on tight as the spinning intensifies and the storm around you begins to settle. Spooky Jed begins to wail, though the other sailors start laughing, not knowing what else to do as clouds magically roll away from your location. But the laughter dies in their throats as nearby the surface erupts in a tower of water. The Kraken emerges, its massive body dwarfing the ship. It seems drawn to the lantern, and from its maw comes a disquieting growl that passes like a shockwave over the deck.
Let's get this dumb beast!
Lori yells.
Living legends, one and all!
The Kraken lashes the crow's nest with a tentacle, and Lori vanishes, his lucky pistol flying into the sea.
It's got both eyes!
Someone shouts, and Lori reappears in the ruin of the nest, a grievous wound bleeding down his face. And you can tell he once again has the fire that you're used to seeing. He cackles in relief, knowing no one else has beaten him to his prize.
That crazy old liar!
He bellows.
I knew his eye was a fake! Onward to glory!
Glory?
Laughs Fran.
We have no chance. There ain't no way we can take that Kraken.
Someone else calls.
You think we're Kraken lacking?
What's Kraken-lacking?
One of you bellows.
Shut up with that cowardly talk and get ready for battle!
But you are each silently forced to agree. Unless the captain knows something you don't, this is a fight you are likely to lose.
Kraken-lackin'.
Kraken-lackin'? Oh my
Kraken-lackin'.
Even if we lose, we've already won.
Right.
We have.
We got to Kraken-lackin'.
We forgot about Dre,
Forgot
now
about
we're
Dre.
Kraken-lackin'.
Exactly.
I'm done. This is it. We
Oh,
won.
goodness. This is so good. Mediocre
Oh, my
gamer, the
goodness.
voice
Five.
acting and dialogue gives me super strong Escape from Monkey Island vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that. I get that a lot.
Yes, agreed.
Oh my God.
So for those who aren't
So
familiar,
good.
but I play a video game called Sea of Thieves. This is literally the tabletop version of Sea of Thieves, FYI. So there you go. You got to try it.
I've been thinking of getting that.
Yeah, it's quite fun. Hull -3, so if someone could do that, to a minimum of 1. So I think we're not too bad for that.
We're good, yeah.
Move the ship onto, let me just put that up, move the ship to special location token 968.
Why is
Oh.
Fran so down on our ability? We can just load the cannons and fire.
Recent heart issue.
Wait, what do you mean? What happened to Fran? Did something happen?
That's narrator. That's Suzanne speaking.
Mediocre gamer, you'll surely avoid scurvy if you eat an orange. That's the ultimate insult. Well, I actually have an orange right here. Was I not supposed to bring that to our little venture? Guess I won't touch that. We won't be reading number 968. We will, however, be turning to page 69. Suzanne, if you don't mind to flip
Yep,
it there.
got it.
Set dial A to 15. 15.
Oh boy.
That's a lot, by the way. Set dials.
Yeah, we're. Oh boy.
Set dials B, C, D, and E equal to the number of players, so 3 each. This is gonna be a fight. Wow. I just saw that, Jones.
Wow. Okay.
Terrible. Okay.
Just wanted people to get in their nices if they feel like saying nice.
It's true. All right, there we go. Now it's on the
Thank you for that gift.
Screen for everyone to see. Okay. All right, so if you've noticed on this screen, there's a lot of mandatory spaces. So,
They're
yeah.
all called tentacles.
So it looks like
All
that's
right.
what you're doing.
Let's bring it
We're
on.
using different skills to repel tentacles. How interesting.
So there you go.
Yeah,
so
that's a good point.
Duckface
So
is-
I.
Stratagem.
Oy.
Well, Duckface
I
gets
guess
to go twice, right? So.
Right, but like essentially.
We don't have enough players for this.
You do. You have just enough.
We have,
But I mean,
we have just enough, and
we
like.
can't fire cannons.
Correct.
Yeah, it looks like we have to
Or
like
load cannons.
hopefully get the tentacles down
Yeah, we're on defense right now.
To free us up, like, yeah, exactly.
Yup.
If we had 6 players, it'd be different.
Yeah. Well, I'm strongest in hunting. I've got a +4, so I can take number 3.
I have 2 exploration.
I have navigation.
This is
so I'll
gonna
take that
be
one.
a fight, let me tell you right now.
And then I guess that leaves you to Braun, the tentacle 2.
So
Yep,
who's
and I got a
doing
bonus for Braun too, so I can get a +1 on that for the card.
Duckface, you're doing number 4, just so I can track that.
Oh,
yes.
actually, I have a 3 for swagger. There's no swagger. I have a 2 for navigation as well, but I have a 2 for exploration, so I should do that one. Okay.
Okay, so we're good. All right, so
I do not have good exploration, so yeah.
Okay, so Duckface is doing repel tentacle. So hunting, you're gonna gain +1 on your hunting, and then perform a hunting check, please.
Okay, +1
Checking all
on
your
hunting.
cards as well.
I've rolled a 9, and I've got a +5, 14.
14. Here we go. So
Nice.
supplies -1.
Can't be done.
Okay, that's fine. And then reduce dial B by 1.
Alright.
That'll be my 1. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, these are big.
This is gonna be rough.
Ooh,
All right.
big
All
dials.
right.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is going to be quite the fight. Okay, so number 4. So you're going again for tentacle number 2. You're doing a brawn check. So brawn +1, and then perform a brawn check, please.
Okay. And then one of my cards, it is the rooster that does math, gives me a +1.
Nice.
Great.
So I've got +3, so +4 total. And whoops, that's out of the tray. I've rolled a natural 12, so 16 total.
Oh,
nice!
That's
yeah.
so good. So close. But here we go. Supplies -1.
Oh, so close.
And reduce dial C by 1.
Dial C. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Next, so repel tentacle. That's going to be for Barry. So you're doing an exploration +1. So add 1 to your exploration track, and then perform.
If you're in chat, my exploration is 2. It's a +2 on my track.
Did you add the 1 already for this?
Do I guess just got one, a new one?
Yep. So that's what I was saying
Then
before.
it's a +3.
So exploration
Beautiful,
+1.
thank you.
Yep. And then perform a check. Yeah. No.
So now it's an exploration. It's a +3 bonus.
And your card.
And for those in chat, if you look under our faces on the left side, you'll see the tentacle hit points and the Kraken's head hit points. All right, I've got 7 and 7, which is a +3 on the 7 is a 10. Not bad.
Okay, so a 10.
Maybe.
Been a lot worse.
Supplies -1 and reduce dial D by 1. So D is in Delta.
Oh, this is gonna be a fight. All right.
And Suzanne, I'll let you do your own there.
All right,
Suzanne,
I got my navigation.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
did you reduce
Suzanne,
dial
did you
D?
knock down my tentacle?
No,
I can't. That's not my job.
I got it.
Yep.
How do I do it?
Which one was it, Joe?
D.
D.
Barney.
D is in Delta by 1.
D, but I don't know how to do it.
There you go. No, oh, you can.
I
Only
got
the
it.
person who's assigned to it can do it.
But I see.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're good.
Channeling my inner Rob Schneider from Waterboy. You can do it!
Andy, is there a rule that when we're supposed to reduce
I'm gonna check.
supplies,
I'm
but-
checking. We might
Yeah.
get I think we might get discontent, but I'm checking.
Not sure you can bluff a tentacle. You can bluff a tentacle. Don't you watch cartoons?
A ship stat cannot go above its maximum value or below 0. That's all it says.
Okay.
Okay, because
So-
yeah, I have 10.
Yep.
So supplies -1 and reduce dial E by 1. So there you go.
Yeah,
It's really good. We're constantly losing supplies and we have none. It's really
Yeah,
as
it
penalties
literally says
go,
that you
that's really
cannot
good.
go above or below the max. So
It's great.
yeah.
Okay.
We're losing the perfect thing.
All right. So did we do all the things? I think we did.
We did.
All right.
We
so
did.
now we're gonna
Oh,
go to
boy.
read. This is not gonna be good. I'm just letting you know right now.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that it fights back.
All right. Here we
Yeah.
go. Well.
Oh
The
no.
Kraken thrashes about angrily.
All right, so reduce the hull, crew, and/or supplies by a total of 3. So supplies are out because you don't have any. So it's crew and hull.
Oh.
Take your
So we're in.
not
crew-
each
Wait.
combination.
So-
So either 2 from the hull,
Okay.
1 from the crew. Yeah.
So someone in chat pointed out that we want to lose some crew, so we have
No,
fewer
we
mouths
don't.
to feed.
No,
No.
because our
'Cause of
our
discontent.
discontent will kill us.
Yes.
Oh, I see you. I see what you're saying.
Mutiny. If discontent is ever equal to or higher than crew, every player loses.
Exactly. So
Oh my
we don't want that.
Okay.
So, all it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
All
right. So now there's some things here. So for each of the dials B, C, D, and E that is at 0, which I don't do, are any of them at 0?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Then never mind. For each of dials B, C, D, and E that is not at 0, increase dial A by 1 to a maximum of 15. So.
It's already maxed out. Yeah. Okay.
It is? Okay. So is dial A at 0? It certainly is not, from what I recall.
Nope.
All right. If you have lost
Wow.
due to hull reaching 0, crew meaning discontent, enter the related entry below. We have not. Otherwise, the highest infamy player must choose one of the following strategies. So I will read it to you because unfortunately you will not see the rest. So bark out orders, burn the beast, fight with your hands, improvise a weapon, inspire the crew, look to the skies, or stop and think real hard. So this is a question for Duckface.
Wow. Well, I'm not gonna try to inspire the crew because I feel like that would be the debater's job, to either inspire the crew or talk to them. I don't want to look at the skies. Stop and think. No, I'm either gonna burn the beast or fight with my hands or improvise a weapon. We got to burn the beast. You know.
Okay, burn the beast.
Let's start a fire. Yeah.
All right, is burning fire written on the ship's log? It is not.
Oh.
So the
Wonder if there was
player,
something on that burning island we were supposed to get.
the player with the second lowest infamy gains hunting +1. So that would be
Barnacle Berry.
Barnacle Berry
Berry.
gets +1 on their hunting track, and then you're going to
get hunting.
perform a hunting check.
Oh.
Oh,
And I
interesting.
got one
Oh
of
my
these.
gosh.
Oh, you gotta
I'm
get a
so
17.
nervous.
Yeah,
Gosh.
17+ is what you're aiming for at this point.
Wow.
On hunting?
Yeah. Total.
What? I don't have that
Got any cards?
possibility.
Oh,
No.
well, then that's
No.
just give us what
My
you
cards
got.
don't do hunting. Okay, I got a 2, and I get rid of my last misfortune. Well,
Well,
I got a
that's-
3 total.
Okay.
Whoopee.
Total of 3?
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go.
You direct some of the crew to light harpoons and hurl them at the beast.
Oh,
It
no.
does a little good, but Helmaw's
Oh,
lethal
no.
response forces you to call it off.
Crew -2. Then reduce hull, crew, and or
Uh-oh.
supplies by a total of 2. Then begin a
Yes.
new round on this page.
I hate
So-
when Fran is right.
Wow.
Damn it, Fran. All right. Unfortunately,
Yikes.
Oh, that's bad.
unfortunately,
We couldn't defeat the
yeah.
Kraken.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
I
So,
thought if we brought a boat and some people to a Kraken, we would kill it. What's so hard?
That's how it works, right? So read the entry listed on the first mate board. I don't know what the first mate board is.
Okay, so hold on a second here. I probably have it here. So what's going on here? Did we do the -2 and we did the reduce
Well,
the
yes,
hull?
we did, but
Okay.
we lost. So we have,
We
we
lost.
have
Oh,
lost.
that's unfortunate. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm looking
Okay.
for the first mate board. Okay, so read the entry on the first mate. If the discontent and crew marker meet, all players lose the game. Read entry 951.
all right. Well, 951 it is.
Oh,
That
Oh.
we were so close.
were we
Were
though?
we?
I don't
Okay,
think so.
just-
Yeah, we're in pretty big
I
trouble.
was trying to be positive.
It's the curse of Statue Fran. That's what it is. We
So
were
our-
cursed by Statue Fran.
Are you currently on page 69? We are. Here we go.
Yes.
Yes.
Discord and anger sweeps over the ship, but the Kraken's attack takes precedent. The crew bands together, but the lack of discipline gives Helmaw the opening it needs, and the beast smashes into the hull.
Okay, so crew +1.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Reduce discontent until it is below crew.
Okay.
Hull
Okay.
-2. And is our hull now at 0?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's that.
No, it's at -1.
Okay, count the number of location dials that are at 0. So those are the ones at the
None.
top.
Zero.
Make tick
None.
marks. Make tick marks next to locked on the ship's log until there are as many tick marks next to locked as there are location dials at 0. So none.
That's
right?
you, Mandy.
None.
Yeah.
No, I know, but there are none. Is what I'm asking.
There are none.
Okay.
None.
Is out of luck written on your ship log? And it is not. And we've
No.
been getting asked that all game.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
The hull is shattered beyond repair, and with a groan and splintering of wood, the ship begins to sink. But the northeast star emits a glow and starts spinning and humming. There is a blinding flash of white, and you black out. You wake up in your bunk, hungover, with a groaning belly demanding breakfast. Your memories of what happened in the endless storm are fuzzy and distant. And since they are unpleasant, you have no problem pushing them from your mind. You do take some solace in knowing the legend of the lantern is true. The magical thing saved your life, and apparently your ship. After grabbing some chow, you emerge from below, and once more take in the beauty of the pirate's paradise. It's been at least a week since you left, and you can't believe the Royal Navy hasn't shown up to shut this place down yet. The crew seems ready to decide that just fighting the Kraken makes them legendary enough. But Laurie emerges with a fresh eye patch and a scar down his face where the tentacle lashed him.
We were so close!
He exclaims, despite looking and sounding exhausted.
Next time, we'll kick that Kraken's sorry arse for sure! Come on, boys and girls! Now that we've got that Kraken cornered, nothing can stop us!
Does he even know what cornered means?
Someone mutters. Spooky Jed
Shut up,
says
Bram.
nothing, sitting by himself and looking dejected.
Okay, so turn to page 27, and I think this is probably going to be a stop point for us, but let's just turn
Yeah.
there and see.
Wow.
I'm just amazed we're not dead.
Well, but
Yeah,
like
same here.
the crackling old man, I love this because we were set up. Like, this is very cool. All right,
Yeah.
I went to 27.
Okay, and set hull to 5.
Got it.
Set supplies to 6.
Got it.
Set crew to 7.
Got it.
Set discontent to 2.
We're just back. Yep.
And then the
Nice.
ship is going to go on 975, which is down here. And do not read entry 975 at this time. Just want to make sure there's nothing else. Is certificate written on this ship's log? It is not. Is glass written? No. Is entangled written? No.
Oh boy.
Swam written? No.
No boy.
Out of luck? No.
No.
Man.
Okay,
Wow.
here we go.
Looking and sounding hungover, Laurie rubs his temples.
Look, that was messy before, but we're going to be fine. I just need to get my luck back on track is all.
Laurie points to one of you and says you're with him, before taking the Northeast Star and marching off.
All right, so it is telling us to begin the round, but I think this is where we're going to stop it for this half of the game. And D. Schultz says you were very close to the actual save point, by the way. Worth it, in their opinion.
Nice.
So there you go. So that is part 1 of the Kraken's Eye, and this is new. I think they just announced it. Plaid Hat has announced it on. They announced it on Friday. So is it, Suzanne? Is it available? I don't recall.
Like a week ago, and it was made available yesterday for you to you go to the website, you create an account, and you can just like log in, and then it's like I think it's I forget how much it is. Is it $10?
Okay, so that's not bad at all. 10 US?
No, it's not bad at all.
So I'm assuming that's $10 US for those who don't know. I'm Canadian.
I'm
so
sorry,
that
correct,
translates
yes,
to
yes,
probably
yes.
about $13 Canadian.
I'm
But,
sorry, you're
no,
right.
No, it's okay. I'm the lone wolf here, so it's totally it's expected.
That's right. It's $9.95
American.
US. Yes.
Right. So that's okay. So it'll be
US.
about 13 Canadian, give or take. So there you go. So yeah, so part 1, I hope you all enjoyed it. So good. Our chat was amazing. So helpful and fun. And we will have a date soon for the next half when everyone's available. But what did you all
Mandy,
think?
I'm being strongly encouraged to go to the save point that we're very, very close to. But if everybody, I know it's late for you.
Oh no, I'm okay.
But I'm-
This is Saturday.
We can
so
get to the
for those who
big
don't
We're
understand
apparently
why
very
people
close.
keep asking, is because we live on different coasts. I mean, not only different countries, but I'm on the East Coast, and I believe everybody else is on the West Coast. So this is about after 9 for me here, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday. Like I just told you, I will play video games after we're done, so I'm not in a rush. But Ruel and Joe, I want to make sure that you are all comfortable if we're super close.
I'm good to go. I'm good to go.
And Suzanne is good. Okay, Quadrain.
Yeah,
Oh, you're north of the border too. Hey, another Canuck. Awesome.
Well, and apparently we're very, very close, and it's a cool pause point. So let's push on through, and since we're all game,
I have a rules question first.
Yeah,
we
sure.
have there was a moment where we were in the losing condition of the basic game, but this scenario has that doesn't activate until the end of a certain phase, right? Like we didn't lose because the story said don't stop, basically,
yes.
right?
Sorry, Suzanne, you cut out a bit there.
The game was set up that like what the rule book says is a losing condition, but it says you lose and you read the specific entry.
Right.
And the entry says, oh, because you had all this other stuff. So we're good. We're good.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which honestly, it's pretty obvious that like we were set up. Like this is the narrative, right?
Right.
Because remember that weird old dude that was sitting on the eyeball was like, he's gonna lose an eye, and now our captain doesn't have an eye.
and if you look at the game design and the numbers, there was no way to win. There was no way that we would go in these short distances, get enough experience and powers and treasures and skills, and then we would defeat these tentacles. No way mathematically for that to happen.
No, there's no way. We were gonna get.
This was like meant to be like you're trying. It looks possible. It's not possible.
Yeah.
And that's the spoiler.
Okay, so have we done all the things? Begin the round. The player with the highest infamy must choose action 6. So that would be Duckface. And so that will be the captain's mission, because I'm tracking that. And as their action this round. Yeah, which would be...
Panda, we did not lose. Because it was all a trick.
It was all...
It was a trick, but we haven't lost, but we did fail our first attempt to defeat the Kraken. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
There was a prophecy that we would fail to defeat the Kraken. It was a mathematical certainty that prophecy was correct. And now we have failed to defeat the Kraken. And we've essentially started most of it over again. Most of the game is reset to where it was before, but the narrative has proceeded. And our captain is more angry than ever.
And our location, we are very close to... Well, actually, no, we moved back. So, yes, in essence, we have started over.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. So, here we go. So, who's up?
Okay. So, Duckface, you get to pick your other action. You have to do captain's mission, but...
Yep.
The
other action I'm going to do...
So, pick your other action with your person. I will mark the one that you have to do, so...
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Just
wait a minute. If a location is locked, is it just locked for that encounter, or is it locked for the rest of the game?
No, it's locked. That's why I was trying to avoid us using the lock function, because it's locked.
Okay, because wasn't Swim with Dolphins locked? And the concierge was locked.
Did somebody unlock them?
No.
Then... Oh, okay. That's because if it's locked, then it stays locked. I noticed that if we locked it from one to another, it usually stays locked.
Oh no! Apparently the rule is just for the round, so we're good.
So there, because if it stays locked, it would just stay locked. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be taking the captain's mission because I have to, and then I want to see what's in the arena.
Okay. All right.
Number 4.
I am going Wasted Walrus again.
Hey, do y'all remember which reservation was under the concierge names? It was like Yorf, right? Or Yarf?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
YORF, I think.
YORF.
Okay, I'm going back to the concierge.
It's in the chat. I haven't refreshed my chat. I'm going to search it.
All right, so you're doing number 1, just so I know.
I want to go back to the concierge because I think we should know this now.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going there. So I am putting in entry 3, 4, 5. Everyone's chosen their things.
Wait, chat, can you confirm it was Yorf? I think it was Yorf.
Is it Yorf, or it was one of the Y ones? Come on, chat, come on.
Takes them a minute.
Yarf.
GB Glazer, we are now on the Pirate Paradise Island, and Pirate Paradise Island has a concierge.
because this makes a lot more sense now. Because initially it was like you had a 1 in 60 chance of getting it right.
I love
What's
it.
the fun of that?
I'm having so much fun.
And now it's like, do you remember?
Yes. Oh my god, I love this. Okay. But no, I don't remember. Somebody find it.
That's why jokes are important.
I
If
think
we
the
laugh, we
chat
remember things.
has abandoned us.
Chat's like,
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're just saying a weird sound.
It's a time loop.
Yeah. Yeah. But we can win the time loop.
We
All
can.
right, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try.
I'm
So
almost
go back.
positive it's Yorf.
It's Yorf.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Okay, let's go back to 3, 4, 5. Okay.
All right, here we go. So I'll play
You
again.
approach the
Which means my
concierge,
trivia.
he says with a nasally tone.
Are you here for the pleasure cruise?
Why, yes. Yes, I am.
You lie. He gives you a dubious look before asking,
And do you have a reservation?
But you're
But of course. And you give him a smug grin.
Under what name?
Now it's the concierge's turn to give you the smug grin. You clear your throat and offer up the first name that pops into your head.
All right, so let's scroll down this
Is
list
it
here.
Yorf? Is it
Go down.
Yorf or Yarf?
So there's Yorf and Yarf. Which one?
Oh
is
no,
it?
it's one of those. And Herb's Gambit says they know and they're not sharing.
Gambit. Don't
That's
do this.
terrible. Herb, don't do it to
Don't
us.
do
Come
this.
on. We need this.
no.
Think of your grandchildren. Think of what people will say about you.
Oh, I'm trying to
Yorf.
remember
Like
myself.
Yarf.
I thought it
I
was
think
Yorf.
it's Yarf.
Oh, I thought it was Yorf.
You
Okay.
think it's O or
No,
A?
don't. You know what? Don't listen to me because I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest.
I don't want to
actually think
overthink it, but
It might have been Yarf.
I love Quadrian
No.
Act. This is amazing. I haven't been this excited about a game in years.
I'm a little. I'm scared to recommend it because I don't know for sure, but I feel like it might have been Yarf.
Okay. I
Oh,
mean,
no.
if we all think that's
Okay.
the way to go.
Herb's Gambit knows.
Herb,
How do we
come
find
on.
the old Twitch chat?
Just scroll up. Oh, I can scroll up.
Oh my gosh.
I can
It's not
scroll
going
up.
back
Barnacle
far
Berry, I
enough.
think you're
No.
talking me into the.
That's true,
Yarf.
actually, because we've
I
been
think
down here for
Yarf.
a while. So too bad there's
We
not
should
like
have
a
had
search
less
function.
Twitch chat so that we could scroll back.
Oh, that's
We've
true.
Friendly and
it's
fun,
too
thanks.
popular today.
Oh,
I never
no.
wanted.
Gosh.
All right.
I never
well,
wanted a smaller Twitch chat before.
I think we're on our own here. So
Okay, Yarf.
Okay.
I
Yarf?
say Yarf.
Yarf.
I don't know why.
Final answer.
I think
Yeah.
it's Yarf. Oh
Okay.
God.
well, there's no call a friend. So here we go. Yarf, ready? Here we go.
You stammer out the name, but the concierge is unimpressed
Oh.
and shows you his favorite
No.
facial expression. An irritating blend of snide and pained.
I'm afraid we have no reservation under that name.
He says,
But it was so.
That's strange, because
Similar.
I know I reserved it.
You say,
A chick under Davis or Taylor. No, Tuffy.
Please move along. We have other guests who do have reservations. Or shall I call security over?
But
you
Yarf.
delay
I knew it!
humiliation, and
Yarf.
another
I
pirate
was
steps
right!
up to the concierge, and when asked,
was right.
says confidently,
Arr, reservation under Yorf, my good man.
Ah, Mr.
I
York,
am
so glad to
so
see you.
angry.
and the
York.
concierge looks at you when he says,
Always nice to see a
Ah.
proper customer. Right this
I'm
way.
sorry,
and the two
Suze.
leave to board
No,
the
it's
pleasure
my
cruise
fault.
as
It's
you
totally
remain
my
But
fault.
behind.
it's my fault because I
Seized.
should have
it.
pushed it because I knew it was Yorf, but you know when you doubt yourself, that's what I did. And
Yeah.
That was me
Oh
totally.
my gosh.
We all thought it was Yorf. We just
We all
yeah.
knew it was yours.
And then we
we're
just
like,
kinda
"What
like-
We
about
talked
yours?"
ourselves out of it.
That's
Oh
unfortunate.
no.
God damn it.
So
Dang.
whoever took that
Herb's
action.
Gambit, you did
I want
this.
to go on a pleasure cruise. Damn it.
Whoa, la. Okay,
We
whoa,
deserve
whoa,
a
la.
pleasure cruise. Oh no.
So you gain a misfortune. Sorry for all your
I
troubles.
got it. I got it.
And you're gonna lock action 1.
I got it.
Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, I know my trivia answer at least.
Exactly.
There's no second one that sounds the same in the trivia answer.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
the arena I am reading for Duckface, entry
Oh.
348.
Nightmares with just the word Yorf running through my
Yorf.
brain. This is miserable.
It's like
Okay.
that word I got wrong on the Spanish quiz in 7th grade that I'll never forget.
Oh, seriously.
What
The
was
rest
that?
of it I don't remember, but I would know one word in Spanish. It was that word.
None of these are on the ship's log, so we'll just keep thoughts moving. Here we go.
You need some spending money, so you enter yourself
it's
into a
21.
grappling competition. As you wait at the gate, the announcer leans over and says,
You need a stage name, kid. Something good. What's it gonna be?
You think for a second and come up with the perfect moniker.
All right, so you have Mel the Magnificent, Charlotte the Chartreuse, and Ziggy the Zealot.
Oh, Mel the Magnificent.
All right, well, here we go. Okay.
You are announced as making your grappling debut as Mel the Magnificent. And your opponent is someone with the unseemly name of the Ear Splitter. The Ear Splitter looks like a seasoned pirate, quite a bit bigger and stronger than yourself. Uglier, too.
All right, so you're going to gain a brawn, so brawn +1, and then you're going to perform a brawn check for me, please.
Okay, and then all of my treasure cards are in play, right? If I have brawn on them.
Yep, absolutely.
So +1 there. +1 there, so that's 2, and then I have a +4, so +6 total.
All right, so here we go.
Oh,
So
and
what's
I've
your
rolled a
total?
2.
Okay. So
You know what? I'm gonna spend one of my reroll tokens.
Yeah, I would.
And I've rolled an 8, so 8 plus 6 is 14.
All right, so 10+, pretty good. All right, here we go.
You go on the attack and grab the Ear Splitter by the nose. Turns out their nose must be sensitive, because the Ear Splitter shrieks loud enough to make your ears hurt. You flip them to their back, and after a few seconds of your elbow to the back of their knee, the Ear Splitter starts screaming,
Marcia! Marcia! No, give up!
You win, and the crowd cheers.
All right, so write Marcia on the ship's log. Marcia. And infamy, you gain 3. Treasure, you gain 2. So if you have, check how many you have. You discard before you pull if you're over limit. And we are going to lock action 4. So if you don't mind, Suzanne, to lock action 4.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. Did you get all that info? Sorry, that was a lot of info.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna draw 2 cards, but first I have to discard one. Is that correct?
Yeah. How many do you have?
I have 3 right now.
Okay, so you can
you can draw one and then discard one
Correct.
and then draw one.
And then draw one. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
So I will take 1 treasure, take, and then this one, Monster Tooth Dagger, which I already had. What's the Bag of Mood do? Oh, Bag of Mood, may discard. I'll discard this one and take another treasure. Yeah. Oh wait, I took the exact same treasure.
Really?
Are you clicking the plus button or the number? Don't do it on the take. Don't do the take. Do the
Yeah,
plus
you want to
button.
do the plus.
To draw, you don't click take. Yeah, you click on the plus button next to the draw pile.
It's on the left side of that panel. Treasure draw pile 79 plus.
That's probably why it wasn't working
That's
for you.
what I was screwing up on.
Ruel,
Okay.
you were,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got
But
it.
that's
Click
okay.
on
When
that.
we first
Click
played
left.
this game, that's exactly what we all did.
Okay,
So.
cool.
Yeah,
So now
yeah.
okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, I've got my fancy lantern.
Fantastic.
Cool.
All right. So there we go. Awesome. So number
All right.
5 is Barnacle Berry. Here we go. So you're going to join in on the trivia night. So crew +2. So somebody can add 2 crew there. You're going to
Hey, join my crew. We know trivia. Let me show you how much trivia I know.
You're
I
gonna
know a bunch of trivia.
gain a swagger.
James was asking, is it Martha, like Batman and Superman's mom, or Marcia, like the Brady Bunch?
I
Marcia,
think I
like the
said
Brady
it like the Brady Bunch. I'm
Brady
pretty
Bunch.
sure.
Yeah, it was Marcia.
Yes.
Not Martha. We have the same mother.
Exactly.
Name. That must mean we have things in common. Maybe I should stop punching you.
Yeah, that would be good.
Right.
That's superhero logic.
Did you get your
I didn't
swagger?
even see that movie. No.
Okay, so take your swagger and then perform a swagger check, please.
Oh, I thought you said, did I see the Snyder cut?
No.
Take
and
my
I-
swagger. So I take a swagger, which is the hat symbol.
Yep.
And then I do and I think, if I counted right, I have misfortuned enough times that I no longer have a misfortune die. I mean, a token.
That's fact.
So I can finally roll a die without misfortune.
Exactly.
That's a rare treat. And I got a 10 plus 2. Plus, I have, oh my god, Stern Eye Patch gives me a +1, and Reflective Vest gives me a -1.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to use that. That was a mistake. When we lose a crew, I could return that to lose one fewer crew and put Discontent -1. Well, my bad. We could have lived a few seconds longer.
That's okay.
We'll do it next time.
Okay.
So that cancels out, and I have a 12 total.
12, so we're going to read entry 350.
You don't embarrass yourself, but you're not the best either. You have to buy back into the competition to remain in it.
So discard 1 treasure if able.
No treasure.
All right, and here we go. There's a bit more.
As the trivia contest nears its end, you're brought on stage for the big finale. It all comes down to this. You and one other player are there to answer the big question in hopes of winning the grand prize. The host
21.
clears her throat and asks,
How many men on the dead man's chest?
21.
You have no idea what she's talking about. Morbid stuff, whatever it is. But you give your best guess
21.
anyway.
All right, so 21 it is. Yeah?
Sure it is.
All right.
I'm
Yes.
from the future, baby.
However, Lucky is not written on the log, so no.
The idiot next to you blurts out some dumb answer that is so stupid you snicker in disbelief.
That ain't it?
They ask,
It's in a song or something, right?
"What song?" you retort. "The dead man's chest, of course, refers to the oceanic rock bearing that name, where sailors oft compete to see how many can stand upon it at once. The record thus far is 21. The crowd applauds you.
All right, so infamy +6,
Yorf.
which is like overkill in this situation. Retrieve card.
Don't make me cry.
Retrieve card
Yorf 21.
13. So certificate of completionism from the story deck. So 13.
Story 13.
And I get to write certificate on the ship's log.
Certificate of completion is filled with stuff. You did it. You get this item and you didn't even have to back the game on Kickstarter. How does it feel?
Nice.
And it has a bunch of +1s on it.
Nice. And Suzanne, if you could lock action 5, please, that would be.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
Did I
That's
miss anything?
so meta. Oh my goodness.
So I took story card 13. I upped my infamy, and that's it, right?
Yep, I did the rest. And you got your
Yeah.
card? Yeah, you got your card.
Yeah, it's a really good card.
Excellent.
And kind of funny.
So now we're up
Yep.
to number 6. So that is Duckface. And for that one, we are reading entry 50 for that because we're reading out of the captain's mission. So 50.
Okay.
Lori takes you to the smoky back room in the wasted Walrus to hang out. A fresh young captain and his dumb-looking officer enter, and they look Lori over.
I heard about you.
The young captain says.
The rumor going around this place is you and your crew got your hands on the Northeast Star.
Lori grins, his demeanor a mixture of both pride and weariness.
The rumors are right.
He says, and taps the large lantern that sits on the floor near his feet.
Every legend you've ever heard about this thing is correct. Why, me and mine have survived some fights where I was sure we were off to meet Davy. Not only has it saved our lives, but it has transported us to safety as well.
Care to wager that lantern on a hand of blackjack?
The other captain asks. Lori
Wow.
laughs.
Wow.
And what do you have to offer as a bet?
How about my ship?
The young captain offers.
A brand new naval frigate. It's as sleek as they come.
Lori pretends to consider this, and you hide your smile by taking a big swig of your drink.
Naval frigates seem to be easy to come by nowadays. But I could sell one for good coin. Sure, you're on.
You choke on your beverage and spew it everywhere. You lean over to Lori's ear and whisper.
All right, here are your choices. Captain, we need to talk about this. Or, no, not after all we've been through. Those are your choices.
No, not after all we've been through.
Okay, that's your choice. Here we go.
But love the narrative. I love
Yes.
how it came right back around. That
Exactly.
is
Same.
awesome.
Genius.
Nah,
Lori says.
I've got this.
He shuffles a deck of cards and deals 2 to each player. The other captain gets a total of 17, while Lori gets 13. The other captain's stupid-looking officer whispers in his ear.
Is lucky written on the ship's log? It is not.
Oh, it's not?
No, let me double check, but it's not.
And Lori told us when we lost to the Kraken that he needs to get his luck increased.
Stay.
That's important.
Says the other captain. And Lori laughs in his face and taunts him for being chicken. But then Lori draws a card, and it's a jack.
Oh, no.
You bust. We win!
The other man says, smiling.
Now hang on.
Lori says in a panic, but the other captain pulls out a pistol and points it at Lori.
Let's not complicate this.
He growls. He instructs his officer to grab the Northeast Star, and the 2 of them rush out in a hurry.
Right out of luck on the ship's log, which I have done.
Okay.
And cross off Northeast Star, which I'll actually just
So what
erase
happened?
it.
For some reason, the cards were dealt in the opposite order.
Yeah.
There was no way to win, but it was who gets the first card is going to get the 17. Why did it switch this time?
No clue.
We have the lantern. It's just reversing the narrative, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have
Because we have
erased
the lantern.
Northeast
Because we
Star
have the
from
lantern.
our log.
Okay.
All right, and I
Because
think
the other ones
that
were memory puzzles, and this one,
Yeah.
the circumstance.
Right. No, I mean and to some degree you're railroaded into it, right? You're forced to take
Right.
the captain's mission.
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think that's just part of it.
Exactly. So
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to understand which parts are time
Right.
travel
It was just
memory
that
and
the
which parts
narrative
are
was reversed because now we have the
fate.
lantern. So we are being challenged for it this time.
Okay. Yeah. Instead of a boat, it was about a boat before,
Right.
and doing the challenge in the other
Right.
order.
No, it was about the lantern.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ship was just the collateral for the other bet.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So
And,
now
Now we have out of luck.
we are at the end of the round.
now we have
and,
out of luck, darn it.
Yes.
Which
That
changes
came up a lot during the game.
Right.
Maybe
Remember
it's
that?
So, all right. Are we ready
Probably
for
not.
the end of round spiel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go. Is out of luck written on the log? Yes, it is.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it
It's
is.
explored.
Adrian says, I think Lori got excited and dealt. I think last time the other pirate dealt.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lori gathers the tired and disheveled crew and delivers the bad news about losing the Northeast Star to the other captain.
It's all my fault, guys.
He admits.
Honestly, I've made a terrible captain so far. I'll understand it if you lot want to vote on a new captain and a new mission or whatever.
They can't.
Everyone turns to see Spooky Jed sternly shaking his head.
What's done is done. I told you not to use the lantern, but you did. Well, so be it. Now the life of every man and woman in this here boat is tied to the fate of the Kraken. We must kill it, and if we do not kill it quickly, it will unravel the entire world.
What?
And with that, Spooky Jed falls to the ground unconscious, a trickle of blood running from his nose.
Get this man to my quarters!
Lori orders.
Somebody fetch patches!
Jed is lifted and carried away, and Lori waves the senior crew over.
We set sail in the morning.
He tells you, his voice restored with purpose.
Jed was right about this.
And he tenderly taps the patch that now covers an empty socket.
I'm afraid he might be right about more than that. He can recuperate in my bed, and I'll set up a hammock for myself. Hopefully Jed can tell us more, and keeping him away from the others might help morale.
Okay. See what happens?
So Jed's alive.
All right. Congratulations. You have reached
here we
the
go.
end of part
Nice.
1. Starting with the player with the highest infamy and proceeding clockwise, each player with one or more Constellation Event tokens must resolve their Constellation event. So does anybody have?
No.
I do.
Okay.
I do too.
Oh, so it would
Wait,
be.
what is it?
So I
Yeah.
believe it's. It is. Barnacle Berry will be.
It is Barnacle
reading
Berry.
first.
I had to confiscate this from Antagony. Perhaps when they can learn to handle this thing properly and safely, I'll give it back.
Hey.
Steal one treasure from another player, infamy +2.
Okay.
Let's have a look at what you got, dear Antagony. You have a
Nothing. I
gold-plated
like not
skull.
much. Honestly,
Pretty
not
tap
that
dry.
great.
Just a gold-plated skull. If you bury this card while you have any misfortune, treat it as burying 2 treasures. Well, it's mine now.
You're like,
wow.
Wait.
What do you got? All right. That's it. That's my event. I'm a thief.
Okay. Nice.
For your own good.
Son of a biscuit.
When you learn some responsibility, you can have
don't you start with me, you uppity,
you
overly cautious.
When you
Safety
learn
person, you
listen, we're gonna have a talk, you and me.
No,
about
I'll
personal
talk.
responsibility.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, just sorry, the accent for some reason, it has nothing to do with what I'm about to say. I don't know why it reminded me. Binge watch Ted Lasso, Suzanne. You were absolutely right. Fantastic show. Sorry. Continue.
I'm just justifying the theft of this beautiful gold-plated skull.
Yeah. All right.
I'm keeping in next to my bed.
All right. Come on, let's go, Duckface. What's your constellation event? Hopefully you can't steal from me. I got nothing left.
Yep, I'm not
drained.
stealing. Let's see. So, constellation event. Debbie Ruyan was a formidable woman, but in the end, my dagger Stab-O-Matic 3000 skills were just too much for her. Dang, I'm cool. So infamy +3 for Duckface, and I gain a skill of my choice.
Woo!
Okay, so I'm going to gain exploration.
Yeah, so make sure we're doing all the stuffs on the track, because after we get off, we'll mark this all down.
Okay, and that's it.
All right. Well, that's it for part 1. So a huge thank you to everybody on the dais here for joining us, and hopefully we'll be back with the part 2 soon-ish. And big thank you to the chat. So let's go down to Ruel. Do you have anything coming up you'd like to talk about? Where can we find you? All that good stuff?
Yeah, so thanks again for having me. This has been a blast. I loved this game. Narration was awesome, and the voice narration was so cool. And just being able to play games with y'all, it really means a lot to me. So thank you again. Everyone in chat, y'all can find me on the interwebs at Ruel Gaviola or on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. One thing I would like to plug is next Saturday, a week from today, we have our 5th Tabletop Live Network event. This is something that the brothers Murph and I have been working on for the last few months. We organize an event, a 24-hour live streaming event. It's all board games, 12 different channels, 2 hours each. We raid each other. It's 24 hours straight, and it's an international crew of content creators and streamers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's next Saturday. It starts at 12 p.m. Pacific. We actually it starts at 11 a.m. Pacific. We have a 1-hour countdown show now. So please join us there on Tabletop Live Network.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And Joe, what about you? What's coming up? Where can we find you? All the things.
I'll put in chat, I'm at Joe Sandow on Twitter and on Twitch. I have not been streaming recently, but there's always the chance that I will. I'm probably going to be doing some coding on stream of some projects that are more interesting than that sounds. And on Monday, if everything goes according to plan, I will be playing Takenoko with Amanda Panda, and I'm having stage blankness. I'm mortified to forget the name of one of the people I adore the most on the internet, and so this is a low point in my life right now that you're seeing live.
You just fought a Kraken. It's an exhausting thing. You get a sweating.
My head is overheated.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have to. Yeah, you got to come back to me because I can't quite get over this.
That's okay.
Until I can.
Jump on Google.
We'll do a little chat.
Benita.
Okay.
The answer's Benita.
Oh, of course.
I'm like picturing Benita's face, and I'm like, God damn it! Now's not the time to have name forgetfulness. I'm really bad at names of even my closest friends. It's a brain problem.
But
can't explain it.
Okay. You got it. So you are totally fine.
And so Benita and Amanda and I should be playing Takenoko on Monday on Amanda's channel, Panda 8 Angel.
Very cool. Very exciting stuff. Yeah, so for me, you all know where to find me here on Salt and Sass. You can find me on the interwebs at Board Gaming Pinup Girl on Twitter and Instagram. This Sunday, I know I usually do a stream, video game stream with Brian and David. For this Sunday, we don't have a game, but starting April 1st or after April 1st, we will be playing Outriders. It launches on the 1st, so if you like some video games, check that out on Sunday nights from 6 to 9 EST, but we are not here this Sunday. Instead, I will be on David's channel, Eclectic Camel. We will be playing Smash Up, the Marvel Edition, but I will stream it on our channel as well. And Suzanne, is there anything you wanted to jump in and say before I ask who we should raid?
No. You're winking at me like there is, but no, I mean, watch all of their streams. It's great. I'm just focused on, eating more pie. So I can eat pie and watch their stream. So watch Joe, watch Ruel, watch Tabletop Live Network, watch Mandi play video games because she's hilarious and entertaining to watch.
Yes, I'm very bad shot, but people seem to enjoy it. So there we go. So who should we raid? Who's online that we can send all these fantastic people to?
Defoob, they're online. They're a lovely Canadian couple that stream board games.
Canadians in the house. I'm all for it. So can you please spell their username for me, please?
Yeah, letter D as in David, F-U-B-E. Defoob.
All right. I see there was some military in the chat. So D as in Delta, F as in Foxtrot, U as in Umbrella, nice. B as in Bravo, E as in Echo. And guess what? We're gonna do the raid. I think I did it. Yes!
Hey, thanks so much for being here.
So there you go, everybody. Right. We are going to be ready to raid in 5 seconds. And I got a little countdown happen here first.
Thank you, Mandi, for producing.
No, thank you so much for
Thank you for being a great moderator.
Suzanne and Joe. Thank you.
There you go. See y'all later.